Your attention, please. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bill Pomfret Stadium at Palmer Field and the Junior American Legion State Championship game. First, let's meet the head coach from Ellington, Jim Laughlin. Assistant coach Kurt Holmes and assistant coach Tom Macaluso. Non-starters, number 15, Nathan Pine, and number 13, Aaron Pine. And the starting lineup, batting first, catcher number 12, Logan Macaluso. Batting second, shortstop number 4, Zach Chasen. Batting third, first baseman number 25, Sam Horovo. Batting fourth, the designated hitter number 22, Jacob Schreiner. Batting fifth, third baseman number 23, Colin Holmes. Batting sixth, center fielder number 18, Gavin Laughlin. Batting seventh, second baseman number 19, Matt Main. Batting eighth, left fielder number 14, Chris Rona. Batting ninth, right fielder number 3, Justin Schneider. Pitching for Ellington is number 6, Caleb Spielman. Now let's meet the head coach from Stratford, Zach Thomas. Assistant coach, Justin Thomas. Assistant coach, Eddie Shea. And assistant coach, Kyle Seaberg. Here are the non-starters. Number 43, Preston Williams. Number 46, Dan Cox. Number 27, Ray McElhoney. Number 37, Taylor Perry. And number 47, Nick Trucy. And the starting lineup. Batting first, right fielder, number 36, Kevin Duffy. Batting second, center fielder, number 4, Brandon Seaver. Batting third, shortstop, number 40, Tyler Vencho. Batting fourth, first baseman, number 41, Colin Richards. Batting fifth, pitcher number 1, Brendan Duffy. Batting sixth, second baseman number 29, Ryan Nelson. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 45, Alex Kolatar. Kolatar is batting for the catcher, number 6, Ryan Duffy. Batting eighth, third baseman, number 31, Dylan Kovacs. And batting ninth, left fielder, number 28, Zach Fedak. Here are the umpires for this afternoon's game. At third base is Mr. Frank Pratson Jr. At first base is Mr. Lou Martelli. And behind the plate is Mr. Keith Raskowski. Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the area in front of the mound where Mr. Dana Murphy, the Department of Connecticut American Legion chaplain, will deliver the American Legion Code of Sportsmanship.
Please remove your caps. Repeat after me. I will stick the rules, keep faith with my teammates, keep my temper, keep myself fit, keep a stout heart in defeat, keep my pride under in victory, keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and healthy body.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise? Presenting the Middletown High School Chamber Choir and the anthem of the United States of America.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly revealed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose fresh stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the
Network Group, we are committed to offering simple and meaningful solutions to your complex problems. We work hard to achieve the highest levels of quality in our solutions to help your customers meet their challenging business needs. We're committed to delivering technology management solutions that offer security, reliability, availability, and performance. Visit our website, thebusinessnetworkgroup.com, for more information.
And now, the winner of this year's prestigious Honda President's Award for Excellence in Dealership Operations, Customer Satisfaction, Sales, and Training. Curtis Ryan from Curtis Ryan Honda in Shelton. Celebrating 40 years in Shelton with a great reputation, great deals, and an extraordinary sales experience, this is Curtis Ryan's 10th President's Award.
If you're looking for a professional painter, then look no further than ND's own Donald Martone, class of '87, and his company Decorative and Traditional Painting by DKM, a full-service painting company. They specialize in custom interior and exterior painting at residential and commercial settings. DKM is fully insured, licensed, and will beat any estimate. They have worked in such places as Notre Dame, Yale, and homes and businesses across New Haven County. They specialize in off-peak and night hours. For more information, visit them online at paintingbydkm.com.
Hey!
afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Palmer Field here in Middletown, Connecticut, as we settle in for the 17 and under state championship game here in Connecticut. American Legion Baseball, the former director of baseball here in the state of Connecticut for American Legion, Greg Zimmerman, will join us in the third inning. Looking forward to that. But right now we have Stratford and Ellington battling. Stratford representing Zone 2. They've been playing some great ball at the 19 and under level, and obviously here at the junior levels. It's a program that's really starting to rise, and perhaps we'll see them in the state championship series real soon. Congratulations to Stanford. They won the 19 under championship, beating West Hartford 2-0. They did that yesterday. For the first time they win in 60 years, a state championship. Both teams going on to the Northeast Regionals will have coverage beginning on Wednesday from Holy Cross in Worcester. Ellington will be the team to bat first, and Macaluso will step on in. Brendan Duffy is the starting pitcher out on the mound for Stratford. Never watched these two teams play, so we're all in this one together, witnessing two very talented teams for the first time here in 2017. Zach Chasen, the shortstop, will bat second. Sammy Corvo, the first baseman, hitting third today for Ellington in the red uniform tops. Ellington out of Zone 8. Outfield playing straight away. Seabury, the center fielder for Stratford. Fedak, the left fielder, pitch up high, and Kevin Duffy playing in right. Got a breeze blowing in from left center field. Very pleasant weather today. Absolutely gorgeous sky up above here in Middletown. Count 3 balls, no strikes. Some rule changes with Junior American Legion Baseball. I don't know them all, that's for sure, but you can pinch run for the catcher and the pitcher. You can use a designated hitter for any player you want. And there's ball 4. Macaluso down to the bag at first, so he's on via walk. And brings up Zach Chasen. So Chasen to come on in.
Number 4, Zach Chasen.
Colin Richards, the first baseman. Ryan Nelson playing second base. Tyler Bancho is your shortstop today for Stratford. And at the bag at third is Dylan Kovacs. Right now, Duffy struggling to find the strike zone. He walks the leadoff hitter, falls quickly behind, 1 ball, no strikes here. He'll work from the stretch. The pitch to the plate. And here's a strike call. That'll make him feel a little more comfortable out on the mound. Got to get over those early jitters. Great learning experience for both these teams, obviously. Throw goes over the bag at first. .400 feet to straightaway center field, 327 down the line in left, and 322 down the line in right field here at Palmer. There goes the runner, and the pitch is going to be fouled back. So Macaluso taking off, trying to swipe second base. Ellington in junior play during the regular year, 1 game above that 500 mark at 11-10. There's a line drive. Duffy went diving, and then the second baseman Nelson went sprawling after the baseball, couldn't come up with it, and that's going to be a base hit for Chasen. That just missed everybody's glove. So now you got runners at first and second. We'll take another look at that. Hit right up the box. Good try there by Nelson. So now you got runners at first and second and nobody out here in the top of 1. 7-inning ball game today. Corvo stepping up to the plate for Ellington. Curveball missed inside. Sammy, a big, strong-looking player. Tolland was a top team out of Zone 8. South Windsor second. Ellington third. So they got hot at the right time of year. Swing and a miss. One ball, 1 strike, 2 on. And the pitch missed outside. Count goes 2 balls and 1 strike. Duffy trying to find his groove out there in a bit of a jam with 2 on and nobody out here in the top of one of this 17 and under championship game. We have the 15 and under championship game coming your way later today. Looking forward to that. Pitch to the plate, swing and a miss. And the count goes level at 2-2. Teams coming out of Zone 8 have produced some wonderful ball players playing at the collegiate level. It's off the glove of the catcher. Duffy throws, and he throws it away into left field. Getting up is Macaluso, and he's going to score. So the ball got away from Ryan Duffy. Let's see how they're going to rule all that. Chasen ends up at the bag. Yep, that's exactly what it's going to be. A pass ball, E2. And a run scores. Chasen ends up at the bag at second. Take another look at that. As a kind of a rough start here for Stratford defensively. You can see the ball get away. Duffy picked it up, made that throw, and threw it over the head of the third baseman, Kovacs. As we come back to live action, Corvo strikes out. They have one down and one on, one home in the inning.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 22, Jacob Schlenner.
So Schlenner stepping up to the plate. Schlenner, a right-handed hitter. And pitch over there for the strike call. Pitch up high. Ellington has produced some great players. A guy playing at Elms College, Thomas Owens, the name one. Giada Tonini at Trinity College. And Danny Bernetti at Elms College. All coming out of the Enfield program. Cleary, Mike Cleary, playing at the University of New Hampshire out of the Ellington program. Adam Donovan, DeSalle University. Brian Hollister, Westfield State. Mike Lesko at Norwich University. All coming out of the Ellington program. There's a ball that's going to flare over the head of the shortstop, Bencho, and into shallow left, and that's a base hit. Schellner able to just lob it over the infielders. Now you got runners at first and third. Colin Holmes, the third baseman, stepping on up.
Number 23, Colin Holmes.
So Holmes ready to dig in. Watch this good bit of hitting here. Stayed with the pitch. Banjo didn't have a chance to grab it. Schellner safe at first on the single. Holmes, the third baseman. That pitch outside for ball. Outfielders remain just about straight away. One run on two hits now. That's foul straight back. Holmes just missed that. Had a big, hefty cut at it. So the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on the corners. Duffy's pitch runner goes first to second, and there'll be a throw down off the glove of the second baseman Nelson in the center field, and another run will score. They weren't going to get him. Schellner had taken off. He'll get the stolen base. E2 allowing the runner to score, and it is 2-0. So count now 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 runs home. We'll take a look at that after this pitch here, perhaps. That's going to be fouled off. You can see the delayed steal. So back to the live action. Count goes full. The Holmes 3-2. We'll bring you that in just a second.
Duffy looking in for the sign. Been working from the stretch since the first batter on. Curveball got the inside corner, pretty pitch. He needed that. That's his second strikeout of the inning. So you got 2 down. Runner in scoring position at second base.
Batting sixth, center fielder number 18, Gavin Laughlin.
So Laughlin to step on in. Gavin, a left-handed hitter. Playing center field today for Ellington. And the pitch missed outside for a ball. What a beautiful day. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous. It's been the nicest day of the weekend by far. Here comes the 1-0 way outside. Duffy trying to get out of this mess of a first inning. And the pitch to the plate just missed inside. Ellington already with 2 runs on 2 hits. We've seen 2 Stratford errors already. Near the top of the first. Duffy's 3-0 up high, and that's ball 4. Second walk issued in the inning. Going to bring up Matt Main, the second baseman.
Batting seventh, second baseman number 19, Matt Main.
So Main to dig in with a chance. Big swing and a miss. Ellington team was just 4-7 on the road during the regular part of the year. They got hot though down the stretch. They won 7 of their last 10. Curveball in there for the strike. Maine can also play some second base along with catch. Play a variety of spots. Listed at 5'8", 840 pounds. He'll graduate from Ellington High School in 2019. That makes him a junior. Pretty pitch by Duffy. And Maine's going back to the dugout. So what an odd inning. 3 strikeouts for Duffy, but he walks 2. You throw in a couple of errors and a couple of hits, and that's not a great recipe. It's soupy. It's 2-0. Ellington through a half. We're back with the bottom half of 1 right after this.
Attention to the concession stand, which is located down the left field line. The stand is operated...
For the last 10 years, Federico and SETI has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of 72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of 82, and Lynn SETI, Sacred Heart Academy class of 82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico and SETI is the perfect company for your personal, corporate, estate, and gift tax returns. A proud sponsor of GoGreenKnights.com, call Federico and SETI at 203-248-9966 for all your accounting needs.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at ivyleaguelandscaping.com.
Great rest. All right. Corey Luba doing the directing for us. Says, let me know when you want to take it back. We'll take it back. So we're back here. Bottom of inning number 1. Give us a chance to run down the batting order for Stratford. Down 2-0. Kevin Duffy to lead it off. Braden Seabury, the center fielder, to hit second. Duffy, by the way, Kevin is the right fielder. Tyler Vancho is the shortstop, hitting third. Colin Richards, the first baseman, he'll bat in the cleanup spot. The number 5 guy is the pitcher. That's Brendan Duffy. Ryan Nelson hitting sixth, the second baseman. Alec Kolitar, the designated hitter, batting 7th. Dylan Kovacs, the third baseman, he will hit 8th. And Zach Fedak, the left fielder, will try to hit 9th. It's Caleb Spielman out on the mound, getting ready for Ellington, working with a 2-run lead.
Number 36, Kevin Duffy.
So Stratford out of zone 2. And the pitch. Ball 1. There's a little dribbler down to Maine. The second baseman took a nice Sunday hop on a beautiful day, and Kevin Duffy thrown out, hustling down the line 4-3. Logan Macaluso behind the plate. Sammy Corvo playing first base defensively for Ellington. Matt Maine, you just met him, he's down at second. Zach Chasen, your shortstop, and Colin Holmes at the bag at third. Chris Rona, the left fielder. Gavin Laughlin, the center fielder, and Justin Schneider playing in right field defensively for Ellington here today. This is Seabury to the plate, count 0-1. Curveball just missed, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, 1 down here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch, low and inside. Winning team coming out of this championship game will be invited to a wonderful banquet put together by American Legion Baseball. Dave Farr does so much work along with all the other outstanding committee members. And that's in January. You can find out all the information on the American Legion website. Get your tickets early. The crowds have been growing in recent years. It's been terrific. They have a highlight video that they show of the teams that have won the championships. And there's ball 4, Seabury down to the bag at first. Also, you get a chance to meet and greet some of the top college players, pro players, high school coaches, and more, all being honored. And they also have Hall of Famers that make their way into the Connecticut American Legion Baseball Hall of Fame, which is just a great, great take. Spielman, the right-hander. Pitch low and inside. The runner goes. A throw down and sliding in safely as Seabury just beat the pretty good throw from Macaluso. I don't know if we got that, but we'll take a look at it. But that was a nice stolen base by Seabury. Take another look at that. He got a pretty good jump, didn't he? But the throw made it very close. Good slide there by Seabury. That pitch fouled off by Vancho. So Stratford trying to be aggressive here in the bottom of the first inning on the base path, trailing 2-0. Vancho, the shortstop. Pitch low and inside from Spielman. Count goes 2 balls and 1 strike. Second baseman Maine shaded towards the bag at second. Looks like they want to try to put a play on. They won't. Ground ball. Hit the Maine. Going to have to hustle after it. Picks it up in a short hop and onto the bag at first. Got it there to Corvo. Nice work. And Vancho is retired 4-3. So they have 2 down. Seabury advancing to the bag at third on the bouncing ball. And Colin Richards, the first baseman, stepping up to the plate. So Richards a step in. He's got a runner just 90 feet away. Stratford would like to bounce back and put one up on the board. That pitch missed inside, ball 1. Oh, it's going to be strike 1, excuse me. Trying to figure out the strike zone being put together here. And the 0-1 pitch. That's up high. As we mentioned, Stratford out of Zone 2, the 17 and under team, a fabulous regular year, 19-2, 10-1 on the road. And they made their way here to this opportunity. Ball popped up, chasing back to the outfield grass, and he'll make the catch. Colin Richards is retired, and that is going to do it. No runs, no hits. There was a walk, 1 stranded at third. We'll be back with the top of inning number 2. Ellington on top, 2-0.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at ivyleaguelandscaping.com.
Great restaurants start with the freshest, best ingredients to create delicious entrees. So when it comes to sausage, why not choose the freshest and leanest? That's Longini. Having linguine? Add some Longini. You and your family will love Longini sausage because it makes every dish special.
I'm Rich Longini. You don't have to compromise great taste for a healthy choice. Look for Longini sausage in your grocer's fresh meat section.
New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenNight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at MilfordPodiatry.com.
All right, Chris Rona to lead things off here. He's the left fielder. Number 8 hitter in the lineup for Ellington. They scored 2 in the top of the first. Duffy on the hill. And the pitch to the plate. Just want to mention that Braden Seabury is not Braden Seabury. It's Braden Seaberg. So Seaberg, the center fielder. And the 1-0 pitch in there for the strike call, and the count goes 1-1. Schneider on deck in the top. The order for Ellington here in the top of 2. Duffy walked the leadoff batter in the first. Walked another one a little bit later on. A couple of hits and a couple of errors, and the 2 runs up on the board. Duffy's 2-1. That's a strike. Count goes 2-2. Duffy struck out the side in the first inning if you're looking for a positive for the Stratford team. Brendan ready to deal at the 2-2 pitch. That missed outside. Count goes full 3-2. Duffy missed him outside. So Rona draws a leadoff walk here in the second inning. There's a third walk issued by Duffy today.
Batting ninth, right fielder number 3, Justin Schneider.
And Justin Schneider, the right fielder, steps on in. Got a slightly open stance from the left side. Duffy checks the runner at first. And the pitch, the plate. Right back to him. Duffy fields it's going to go to second. Got the out there, and the ball dropped in a transfer. So they will rule him out at the bag at second. So Schneider reaches on the fielder's choice. Banco wanted to get that ball out of the glove quickly. Had a shot at the double play.
12, Logan Macaluso.
Brings up Macaluso for the second time. He walked back in the first. Scored on an overthrow to the bag at third by Duffy after a pass ball. Had set him up at the bag at third. Swing and a miss. Chasing in the on-deck circle. 1 on, 1 out here in the top of 2. Swing and a miss. Great production crew here again today. Corey Luba pushing all the right buttons for us. Dan Alvarado on our stat machine down below. A trio of outstanding cameramen. Tom Siasia, Patrick Richardson, and little BK. Brendan Kirk taking over for his dad today. I don't know how they got him up and got him here. He's a ball player at Notre Dame West Haven High School and plays for Hamden American Legion. Foul tipped into the catcher's mitt. Macaluso goes down as the 4th strikeout of the ball game for Duffy. So we have 2 down, brings up Zach Chasen. Chasen singled and scored on an errant throw. That was in the top of the first, obviously. That pitch in there for the strike call. Brendan Duffy's pitch, swing and a miss. Chasing behind in the count now, 0-2. Got 3 Duffys in the game, 3 different positions, obviously. Ball flared, high in the air, could be trouble. Left fielder coming on, however. And Fedak, with the sunlight reflecting off the sunglasses, able to make the catch for the inning's final out. So the walk, the leadoff walk, does not hurt here in the second inning. Back with the bottom of 2. Your score 2-0. Ellington with the lead over Stratford.
Trimino, the healthy alternative drink, a functional beverage that is light, refreshing, and comes in 4 delicious flavors. It has 7 grams of whey protein and 100% vitamin B complex in every attractive bottle. It's a great drink between meals, as a healthy snack, and perfect for pre, post, and even during workout. It's healthy, it's delicious, it'll curb your appetite, and boost your energy level. It's Trimino Protein Water. Visit them online at drinktrimino.com.
What sets us apart as an agency is our customer service. We are truly focused. Our customers are number one. Everybody who works in this agency has a nice way about them, so they make it pretty easy for people to come on board. We have very competitive products. Besides the auto and the homeowners, we do commercial insurance. We pride ourselves on making sure that our customers' families are protected through life insurance. We try to do yearly reviews. That's a big deal with us. As an agency, yearly reviews are pretty much the way we operate. Customer service is 150% of what we do. The relationship I have with our customers, it's really like doing business with family. So our job is simple. In a timely fashion, we get back to our customers. We help them with their insurance needs.
All right, welcome right back. And Brendan Duffy, the pitcher, leading things off here for Stratford. Stratford comprised of players that are attending Stratford High School, Fairfield Prep, St. Joe's, Bunnell. All fine schools. All familiar with each other probably from the days in the Little League baseball parks and things like that. And then they all go their separate ways, come back for some summer ball. That's Spielman on the mound. Pretty efficient first inning. He walked a batter, but got a couple of ground ball outs, a little pop-up. Stratford trailing 2-0 here in the bottom of inning number 2. And the curveball hit on the ground of the third baseman. Holmes will field it, and that throw across the diamond in plenty of time. Duffy retired 5-3. So you have 1 down here in the second. And Ryan Nelson, the second baseman, stepping up to the plate.
Sixth, second baseman number 29, Ryan Nelson.
So Nelson digging in. First pitch in for the strike to Nelson. Colatani on deck circle, the designated hitter today for Stratford in those blue uniform tops. And the pitch. Ground ball hit foul third base way. Be an interesting conversation with Mr. Zimmerman when he makes his way up here, as he and the committee members came up with the 17 and under division a few years back now, and talk a little bit about the history of kind of the minor league to the big leaguers of American Legion baseball. And they also have the prep division with the younger guys. 0-2 pitch, hit on the ground. Shortstop Jason will field it, and that throw across the diamond, and he got it there for the inning's second out. Ryan Nelson retired. And Kolentar, the designated hitter, will step up to the plate.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 45, Alex Kolentar.
So Kolentar to dig in. Take a look at that ground ball down to Chasen, able to field that nice and cleanly. Good infield work, and he got it across. Kolentar, right-handed hitter, behind 0-1. That pitch missed inside. More baseball coming your way at 4 o'clock. Looking forward to that. If you're just tuning in, and that ball fouled back. Just getting up, maybe enjoying a late brunch. Stratford won the American Legion State Championship yesterday for the first time in 60 years. Beating West Hartford 2-0. Both teams will compete Wednesday in the Northeast Regional for the seniors. This is Kolentar. He's ahead in the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Spielman did walk a batter in the first. There's a ground ball right back to Spielman. Had some tricky spin on it, but he stayed right with it. Easy toss along. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Caleb. All right, we'll be back with the top of inning number 3. That's all coming your way in just a moment right here on SportingNewsCT.com.
SportingNewsCT.com.
Rainmaker Irrigation offers custom design and installation of turf and shrub irrigation systems for homeowners and businesses. For your protection, we are fully licensed and insured, and our commitment to excellence is second to none. We go beyond industry standards to ensure exceptional customer service with every system we install. We provide ongoing service for the systems we install, and you can count on us for first-rate, on-time, quality workmanship from the very first meeting. For the lawn you've always dreamed of, pick up the phone and give us a call today.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before, and when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
All right, welcome right back as we continue with our coverage of American Legion baseball here on a gorgeous Sunday. Our former director of ball play for the American Legion here in the state of Connecticut, Craig Zimmerman, alongside, and obviously heavily involved with that South Windsor program, not only at the senior level, but all 3 levels. And it's kind of your baby here, the 17 and under. Under your direction, this all came together. And talk a bit about the history of it and as it moves on.
Yeah, we were really looking to do something to get kids into American Legion baseball a little bit younger and to keep kids. And the growth and the level has just been amazing over the last few years.
Taking another look at that again as Corriveau is out, 1 down. Schellinger's coming up to the plate here for the 2nd time. Yeah, you've had some regional tournament play with teams coming together. Is that continuing, or is that something that it's moving forward and growing?
It's actually really growing in New England. I mean, this year the regionals in Orono, Maine. Connecticut's sending 2 teams under the leadership of Dave Greenleaf and Paul Iverson, and there's more teams in New England than there's ever been. And there's still a little bit of talk nationally about maybe trying to have a World Series. We'll see. Maybe sometime in the next 10 years.
That'd be terrific for these guys. Really give them something to play for. Although, the love of baseball, that's what it really is all about with American Legion play.
You know, it really is overall for American Legion baseball, but for kids now, I mean, when you have, Little League starting like 10 and under with All-Stars and, tournaments all over the place, it really is what the future is going to look like. So we need to be doing that ourselves.
Is it a perception that, if you have these labels of championship and you bring teams together from different regions, you're going to get more look-sees from college scouts, high school coaches coming out, things like that?
A little bit of that, but really, I mean, you know, kids today like to play for championships. They like to see sort of where they are against the competition, and there's something to be said for that.
Duffy with his 5th strikeout of the ball game here. Kind of got off to a tough start. You've been through that as a coach. You get out there and a couple of errors, a couple of walks, and all of a sudden you've given up 2 runs.
Well, the good news is they only allowed 2 runs done.
Yeah,
we had a couple innings this year.
That's right. I didn't bring up the specific innings at all. I just that you feel the pain for these youngsters out there. How do you put your thumb in the dike when things are going bad? You really can't, can you, from the dugout? There's a ground ball hit up the middle, taken by the shortstop.
Got through.
No throw. It's got through. Looked like Sancho is going to get it, and that's going to be a base hit for Colin Holmes. Nice job there.
Yeah. You know, as long as everybody's working hard and has a good attitude, you have to stay positive. You know, we allowed 9 runs in an inning a couple days ago to West Hartford, a team that lost in the state championship yesterday. And, you know, the kids came in between innings, and it was just, okay, that's over.
Yep.
Now what are you going to do? You know, we ended up scoring 7 that game, so, you know, we didn't quit. You just have to play the game.
Yeah, I was watching that scoreboard and wondering if you guys are going to make it all the way back in that one. At least you didn't get mercied. You don't want to get mercied. That's one thing you don't want, right?
You don't want that, and there's so many lessons you learn from baseball and from American Legion Baseball, and that's one of them, that you keep going out there.
That's a great point. This is Laughlin to the plate, and that pitch is a strike call. Count 1 ball and 1 strike. Gavin walked his first plate appearance. You know, let's talk a little bit about the seniors in West Hartford and, of course, Stratford. It's been 60 years since they won a state championship. 3rd try at it, and comes under really a very emotional umbrella.
It does. I mean, Chris Sabia was just such a good person, so important to American Legion Baseball in the state and clearly in Stratford. You know, both of those programs, you know, have had a long history. Stratford over the last 4 or 5 years, you know, next to RCP and Brantford.
Yeah.
I mean, Stratford's been the program in the state. As somebody who this year we finished tied for 5th in the state, it's the 2nd best we've ever done. You know, I think I can appreciate that next level and give them all the credit in the world. I know they were playing for a whole bunch of reasons. Everybody felt good when they won yesterday.
Yeah, you're right. We'll keep it right here through this half inning as Laughlin strikes out, and that's good work by Duffy as he begins to settle down here. You know, you talk about Stratford and you talk about how Chris Sabia helped to organize that Stratford program into something that had that big league feel to it. We've seen it with RCP, Brantford, another example, what you try to do in South Windsor. West Hartford looks like they're really starting to come together. You really got to organize your program, don't you? Just the right way if you want to be successful and keep the kids motivated.
Well, you know, Stratford has a long history. Babe Ruth is really big there, so they've had a great baseball history. I mean, Bobby Valentine, they certainly have had a great history there. But, you know, Chris over the last number of years has participated with us at the University of Connecticut clinic for all his players. This year we played at Yard Goats against his team. This year they went to West Point with us and played in a tournament. So they've really tried to go above and beyond, and they're drawing players, and you know they've performed so well on the field. But this year I went down to the funeral there, and just utmost respect for that program.
Yeah, it was really shocking. I had seen Chris a few weeks before he passed at a Southern Connecticut playoff game. They were playing Pace University, and so I mean, he said he felt good. It was very positive, and then unfortunately, it just got the better of him, obviously. But you know, let's move on to some brighter topics here through this next half inning as we move along here. Obviously, what's life like not being at the helm of American Legion Baseball here in Connecticut?
I think the best position you ever can have is to be the former state director. You still get listened to just a little bit, and you don't have all the headaches that Dave had to go through this year. Dave and Paul.
They did a great job, though. They really did a nice job in their first year. Of course, they've been around American Legion Baseball in their own right for a long time, and they were kind of your right and left hand, weren't they, for a lot of decisions?
Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. And Dave has such a great experience in Boys State and other Legion programs.
Yeah, that's the one thing we tend to forget about on occasion, don't we, that there's a lot of other things going on. Kovacs will lead it off. He'll fly one to right. Schneider will find it, and you have one down. Ellington leading as we move on to the bottom of the third inning here. And Zach Fedak stepping up to the plate.
I know the game is early, but isn't this a great story? I think they were I don't know if they were 11-10 or
yeah, that
12-9.
one game over. Yeah, one game over 500
in the regular season, tied with a bunch of teams. I think they were tied with our 17U team, and they certainly have done a great job this tournament. It's great to see both teams going to the regional in Maine.
Stratford doing some great things. Also at the senior level, one of the hardest teams to beat now out of Zone 2, which is amazing.
Yep.
A few years ago, I mean, weren't they struggling to put a program together for a while there?
They've really done a lot of work over the last 3-4 years.
Here comes the 0-1 to Fedak. It's hit high in the air to the left fielder, shallow. Rona puts it away, and quickly you have 2 down. Brings up Kevin Duffy, who grounded out his first time.
Isn't it great to be playing the tournament in Muzzy and tournament here in Palmer Field? I mean, it doesn't get any better than this.
It's perfect. Absolutely wonderful. I didn't have a chance to go out to Muzzy. I stayed here in Middletown, and obviously Steve Riley was down there. But they treat you right, and to the grand old ballparks in Connecticut.
Absolutely, and they know how to run tournaments from the for the press box to the people that work on the fields, to the people that are selling tickets and selling food. I mean, there aren't 2 better places in this part of the country to run tournaments.
Playoff format now has kind of been in place for the last couple of years. Everybody's seemingly pleased with it. You think the way it's going with the best 2 or 3 series, with the super regional, then the best 2 or 3 championship series for the seniors alike?
I mean, I'm sure people are giving Dave, feedback, and we'll talk about that in the fall. I know as somebody who lost that game that would have gotten us the bye, and then having to win 1 out of 2, I certainly have an appreciation now for the format.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But I think it does give the advantage to the people that earn it.
Yeah, the zone champ. Yep. Obviously, they get that.
The zone champs, and then the people that go 2-0 in this part of the or the part just before this of the tournament.
Here's a ball hit out to the left fielder, and coming on, nice play by Rona, and that's an easy 1-2-3 inning for Caleb Spielman. So we're through 3. Ellington with a 2-0 lead over Stratford. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back in a moment.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Want to stay for another half?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veterans service organization in the nation. We're committed to making sure all veterans receive the benefits they deserve for the sacrifices they've made in service to America. If you're a veteran in need of help or support, please contact us. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
All right, welcome right back. Hearing from our good friends at American Legion and all the wonderful things they do. And you touched upon it with Boys State. And sometimes we forget there's a lot going on that American Legion does outside of baseball. We kind of focus in on this fun part of it all. All right, as we move on here to the top of the 4th inning, Ellington coming to play. Both the runs scored back in the first, and Matt Main, who was called out on strikes in the first inning, facing a strikeout machine in Duffy. I've always been amazed with the talent level here at the 17 and under. And the 15 and under is really enjoyable to watch these youngsters play. They have that maturity. You know the guys are moving on to the next level.
You really do, and depending on the program, there are probably half the kids here that easily could have played 19U for various programs in the state, might have even been double rostered, so the talent level is really good.
Talk a little bit about fall ball, and it is a world now, a day of specialization, and a lot of these kids choose baseball as their primary sport, and I know you guys are trying to accommodate them.
They do, and last year we started a statewide team, one team from Connecticut that plays, other similar programs on college campuses in front of college coaches, and we had a guy, Rob Manzo from Berlin, coached the team last year and did a great job. This year, Spec Monaco from Bristol is coaching the team, and we're really looking forward. We've upgraded the schedule, and we're really excited to get that going the last week in August, and they're going to be on probably 8 or 9 college campuses over the couple months in the fall, and hopefully that's the next step for our program here in the state.
Here comes a 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and the strikeout of Matt Main. How does one get involved? Is that more by invitation and tryout? How do you organize all that?
So yeah, there's an application process. Kids get nominated from their coaches, and there's a tryout that we held right before the beginning of the summer season. And we have 15 kids ready to go, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they match up. We put them in a showcase league this year, so all the other teams will be more independent. We're the only Legion program in the league, and it should be very good for our guys to get seen by a number of college coaches.
This is Rona coming up to the plate. I mean, if you look on every team website, as the American Legion website is beautiful now, full of information, a lot of guys coming out of the state of Connecticut that have played American Legion baseball that are, going on to college. So it is viable. It really is viable. I think there's some major leaguers being introduced into the Hall of Fame that played a little American Legion baseball around the country.
How good of a day, I certainly enjoyed walking into this park today and seeing the sign for Jeff Bagwell.
Yeah.
It's a small world, and what a great honor that is for him and for this part of the state.
Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Base is empty here in the top of inning number 4 of a 7-inning game. Duffy settling down after the rough beginning. A pitch foul tip to the backstop over the catcher's mitt. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Rona. Schneider in the on-deck circle. Greg Zimmerman is with us. Of course, what are you, the general manager now of South Windsor?
My titles are a lot smaller now.
Is a lot smaller now?
Yes. Easier to focus.
That's right, exactly. Former director of the baseball here in Connecticut for American Legion. There's a swing and a miss, and Rona strikes out. Schneider steps up to the plate. You're good luck for Mr. Duffy. He's struck out the last 3 batters he's faced.
This game clearly is going to go into the 7th inning very close.
It's a good one, 2-0 you score. Before I let you go, obviously, I know you still have visions for American Legion baseball. You're really all about the growth of these kids, the growth of American Legion baseball. What's on your little wish list moving forward?
Well, we're going to, the state's going to have a discussion in the fall probably about what we do to move the 15U program forward. And I know South Windsor and Manchester both started 13U teams this year.
Nice.
Which really it makes sense because it gets kids right out of Little League and right into your Legion program. So we'll see what the next 10 years look like.
Yeah.
But hopefully the 15U program grows as big as the 17U. That would, I think that would be a great start for a lot of programs.
Yeah, this 17U is really taken off. And I remember some of those early meetings that you had and how are we going to put this together and is it going to work? Whose zone goes where and all that kind of stuff. It's some crazy things. And I like the double rostering part of it, too, because it kind of makes it like your minor league team, right? You can move a couple guys up and down that deserve it.
It does for the programs that work well together, and have the same vision within their program. Works really well.
Schneider strikes out, and Duffy strikes out the side, so we're through 3.5.
And
awesome,
Don,
thank you.
Yep, and Don,
as always.
Thank you again for all you guys do for American Legion Baseball.
Well, thanks for having us. We really appreciate it. Greg Zimmerman joining us, and as always, doing a great job, and we appreciate him stopping on by here for a little bit. He'll probably go down and have a chat with the new director down there, David Greenleaf, who has been outstanding in his first year. We'll take a break.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
SportingNewsCT.com is now streaming your team's big game. SportingNewsCT.com is Connecticut's broadcast home for high school sports, college sports, and American Legion baseball. Whether it's football, soccer, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball, or lacrosse, we stream it live. Can't watch the game live? Then check out our on-demand rebroadcast. Want a keepsake? Download an audio broadcast or order a DVD. There's more. SportingNewsCT.com features interviews with coaches, players, and administrators. The game's on. SportingNewsCT.com. As Network Group, we are committed to offering simple and meaningful solutions to your complex problems. We work hard to achieve the highest levels of quality in our solutions to help your customers meet their challenging business needs. We're committed to delivering technology management solutions that offer security, reliability, availability, and performance. Visit our website thebusinessnetworkgroup.com for more information.
And now, the winner of this year's prestigious Honda President's...
All right, welcome right back as we continue. Special thanks to the general manager out at South Windsor, Greg Zimmerman, for joining us for about an inning and a half there and talk a little bit about the visions of American Legion baseball moving forward. So these two teams moving on, from what I understand, to the junior regional championship in Maine, which should be exciting. This is Seaberg to the plate. Vancho and Richards to follow. That pitch missed outside. Spielman, who's on the mound, hasn't allowed a hit yet. Walked a batter in the first. He's retired the last 8 batters he has faced. That ball hit up the middle, and there's your little bit of a jinx as he was bidding for a bit of a no-hitter with a lot of time to go. But Seaberg with a single up the middle. Does that mean my batting average goes up? Seaberg, good bit of hitting up the middle there. So Vancho will step on in. Tyler grounded out his first time. We'll take a look at that base hit. Good bit of hitting. No doubt about it, right up the middle. Spielman gave it an effort. So Stratford, who gave up 2 in the first, trying to battle on back here. Midway through this 7-inning affair. Pitch up and in. The runner's going to go. Throw on down and the slide, and they got him. Macaluso threw it on a bounce. Nice play by Chase and great concentration to stay with the baseball. Seaberg's slide might have been a bit to the inside of the bag, and he is caught stealing 2-6. That's a big play, wiping him off the bases. Let's take a look at that again. That's some defense from the catcher and the shortstop. Nice play. Throw a bit to that second base side as we take a look at the replay there. So Vancho up with 1 out, nobody on. So Stratford, obviously an aggressive team, trying to get something going. That pitch popped up and fouled off towards the parking lot on the third base side. This is just such pleasant weather here today. Absolutely amazing. Ball hit high up into the air into that beautiful blue sky. Coming over and on the run to the left toward the foul line is Rona. He'll make the catch for the inning's second out. You have 2 down. Brings up Colin Richards. Richards popped up to the shortstop his first time.
First baseman number 41, Colin Richards.
So Richards a dig on in. Caleb Spielman. The pitch. Breaks off the catcher's mitt. Logan Macaluso throwing out a base runner here. Seaberg had stolen the base back in the first, so they get him this time around. That was a close play, too. Here comes the 1-0. Count goes 2 balls and no strikes. Spielman has walked just 1. He has not struck out a batter yet. Ellington was speaking to him after the Stanford win yesterday. He went all the way to pick up the victory. And he says he pitches to contact. Doesn't try to strike a lot of guys out. He's just going to pitch to contact, look for good location, and let his fielders do the work behind him. That's what they're there for. So great approach. Spielman, to me, has a similar approach. A 3-0 pitch, and he got the strike call over the inside corner.
This is just such pleasant weather here today. Absolutely.
I'll feel just about straight away. And the 3-1 ground ball. Second baseman, Maine will field it onto the bag at first, and that's a 1-2-3 inning, third consecutive, constructed by Caleb Spielman. We'll be back with the top of the 5th. Ellington with a 2-0 lead over Stratford.
And now, the winner of this year's prestigious Honda President's Award for Excellence in Dealership Operations, Customer Satisfaction, Sales, and Training. Curtis Ryan from Curtis Ryan Honda in Shelton. Celebrating 40 years in Shelton with a great reputation, great deals, and an extraordinary sales experience. This is Curtis Ryan's 10th President's Award.
If you're looking for a professional painter, then look no further than ND's own Donald Martone, class of '87, and his company Decorative and Traditional Painting by DKM, a full-service painting company. They specialize in custom interior and exterior painting at residential and commercial settings. DKM is fully insured, licensed, and will beat any estimate. They have worked at such places at Notre Dame, Yale, and homes and businesses across New Haven County. They specialize in off-peak and night hours. For more information, visit them online at paintingbydkm.com. Considering an orthodontic treatment for you or your children? Dr. Philip Caparuso, a Notre Dame parent of 4, is conveniently located at the end of the Milford Green. Dr. Caparuso is a board-certified orthodontist and a preferred Invisalign provider. A proud GoGreenNight.com sponsor, you can visit Dr. Caparuso online at drcaportho.com or call 203-874-5400. Let Dr. Caparuso bring out your best smile. All right, welcome right back as we continue. Take a look at that line score up there for Ellington. 2 runs on 3 hits and no errors. Stratford, no runs, just 1 base hit. And they've committed a couple of errors. Both errors back in the first, and they both led to the runs put up on the board by Ellington. So Macaluso, who's thrown out a base runner, he's walked and scored in the ball game, will lead things off. He's the catcher for Ellington in their red uniform tops. Into the 5th we go. Duffy has struck out a total of 9, including the last 4 batters he faced. Gave up a walk to the leadoff hitter, and chasing with a single. He's in the on-deck circle. And he got a strikeout. Unfortunately, a pass ball and an overthrow allowed the first run to score. Second run scored on an error. That's where we sit at 2-0. That's a strike. Macaluso back to the dugout. He thought that pitch might have been tad outside, called out on strikes. That's a 10th strikeout for Duffy. And it brings up Zach Chasen. He's 1 for 2 with a base hit and a run scored back in the first inning. And Duffy ready to deal it. Right-hander. Pitching to Ryan Duffy, who's behind the plate. I'm assuming they're brothers, is that right? Then they have a Kevin Duffy in right field. They all brothers? They're not triplets, are they? Cousins? 2 of them are twins. Pitch inside. I'll try to pick out who are the twins. I'm going to say right fielder and pitcher are the twins. That pitch fouled off. Here's the 1-2. It's popped up, foul territory. Ryan Duffy will put it away for the inning, second out. So they have 2 down. Corvo now stepping on in. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a base hit.
First baseman number 25, Sam Corvo.
So Corvo digging into that right-handed batter's box here in the top of the 5th inning. We'll stay through the award ceremony presentation. That will take place down below. Ground ball hit the 3rd. Kovacs will field it. That's a strong throw across the diamond. A nice inning for Duffy as he gets some 1-2-3. We're back with the bottom of the 5th. Stratford needs some offense, trailing 2-0 to Ellington.
And now,
for the last 10 years, Federico and SETI has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of '72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of '82, and Lynn SETI, Sacred Heart Academy class of '82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico and SETI is the perfect company for your personal, corporate, estate, and gift tax returns. A proud sponsor of GoGreenNights.com, call Federico and SETI at 203-248-9966 for all your accounting needs.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at ivyleaguelandscaping.com.
Great restaurants start with the freshest, best ingredients to create delicious entrees. So when it comes to sausage, why not choose the freshest and leanest? That's Longini. Having
Brandon
linguine?
Duffy's going to
Add
step
some
up to the
linguine.
plate. Duffy 0 for 1 here to help his own cause in the 5th inning. Stratford needs some base runners. Had one with a leadoff single back in the 4th, but Seaberg was gunned down by Macaluso, trying to steal second base. Base runners for them have been very scarce. Matter of fact, just one in the 1st and one in the 4th, as Spielman has really done his job out in the mound. Duffy, Nelson, and Kolatar, the scheduled hitters for the Stratford team, representing Zone 2. Ellington out of Zone 8. Pitch in for the strike. Outfield straight away. Rona in left. Laughlin, the center fielder. Schneider in right defensively. Main and Chasen, the middle infielders. At second and short. On the corners, Corriveau, the first baseman, and Holmes, the third baseman. Defensively for Ellington. These two teams have put a lot of time into getting to this point in the season. Great news for both. They'll both be rewarded with a trip to Maine to play in the Northeast Regional of 17 and under, the junior regionals. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Spielman, the pitch to the plate. Lob to right field. Coming on, the right fielder reaching up, and Schneider will put it away. So Duffy retired on a lazy fly out to right field, and up comes Ryan Nelson. Nelson 0 for 1 with a ground ball out to the shortstop. These two teams playing some high-quality baseball. Only 4 hits between the two. Nelson trying to get something going, trying to spark the offense. When that pitch hit him. That might spark a little fury in him, being hit by pitch, I don't know. But Nelson down to the bag at first. Kolatar stepping up to the plate, grounded out as he tapped him back to the pitcher his first time. So Kolatar, the DH today. Kovacs in the on-deck circle. Maybe that's a spark needed. Spielman walked a batter in the first, gave up a single, and now has hit a batter. The only 3 base runners for Stratford. Pitch is popped up, foul play to the gravel, and is caught there by Corriveau, who looked very comfortable going after that. Quickly 2 down. Dylan Kovacs to the plate. Take a look at that pup fly in foul territory. If we get that queued up. There's Kovacs coming in, and just look how easily Corriveau played this. Came over, able to shield out the sunlight, make the catch nicely. Spielsman pitch outside. Kovacs 0 for 1. He got Fedak in the on-deck circle. That pitch over for the strike call. Count goes even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Bit of a shift in the outfield. Laughlin, the center fielder, step or 2 towards right center. Rona, the left fielder, stays just about straight away, so you got a huge gap in left center field. Throw to the bag at first. Runner got back over there. Spielman leaning in for that sign from the catcher, Logan Macaluso. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. There's the pitch. Ball hit high in the air. Right fielder on, can't get it. Schneider kicked it around to the infield, and everybody is safe. He had to come a long way. I don't know if that ball got knocked down by the wind, Maine gave way as Schneider obviously called for it. And I believe that's going to be a base hit. Indeed, it will. And you got runners at first and third now for Stratford. We'll take another look at that. You can see it hit high up in the air. Maine went out. Right fielder came on. That was a long run for him, for Schneider. I don't think that ball went as deep as the fielder thought it was going to go. So Fedak, who hit a fly to center his first time, is up. Critical situation here in the ball game as Stratford has their best opportunity to try to put a number up on the board right now, trailing 2-0. One ball, no strikes to count, top of the order, and Kevin Duffy waiting on deck. Trying to get something brewing with 2 down. That's just the second hit of the ball game for Stratford. Both these teams playing at a high level today. Spielman, 2-0. Ground ball, and that's going to find its way through for a base hit and an RBI for the number 9 guy, Zach Fedak. That's 2 consecutive hits. Nelson scores on the play. Kovacs at the bag at second. It is now a 2-1 game. Duffy will step up to the plate. We'll take another look at that run-scoring single. Found its way through the hole on the right side of the infield. Beautiful bit of hitting. So it brings up Duffy. Spielman trying to get that final out. Duffy today is 0 for 2. Pitch a little high from Caleb Spielman. No activity in either bullpen as we work here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Kovacs looks like he's got decent speed at the bag at second. That pitch missed. The count goes 2 balls and no strikes. Ellington's been on a bit of a Cinderella run. Just 1 game better than 500 through the regular year. Stratford was a team that has been consistently very good all year long. And the 2-0 in there for the strike call, and the count goes 2 balls and 1 strike. Spielman again. The 2-1 pitch, ground ball. Maine will field it onto the bag at first, and that will end the inning. So Stratford able to put something together, perhaps energized by Ryan Nelson, hit by pitch. He eventually scores on the base hit by Zach Fedak, and we are through 5 complete, 2-1. Ellington with the lead over Stratford. Back with more after this.
New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenKnight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at MilfordPodiatry.com.
It's nice to know that we are more than just a name. We're the only orthopedic group in the state that has a walk-in clinic open 7 days a week. We also own 2 MRI centers, in-house physical therapy, and a state-of-the-art surgical center. These services combined give you a coordinated, personalized treatment plan from the minute you walk through our doors. We are Connecticut orthopedic specialists, and we know the experience matters.
Trimino, the healthy alternative drink, a functional beverage that is light, refreshing, and comes in 4 delicious flavors. It has 7 grams of whey protein and 100% vitamin B complex in every attractive bottle. It's a great drink between meals, as a healthy snack, and perfect for pre, post, and even during workout. It's healthy, it's delicious, it'll curb your appetite and boost your energy level. It's Trimino Protein Water. Visit them online at drink Tremino.com. All right, welcome right back as we move on to the top of the sixth. And a tight one here. 2-1 you score. Well, the way it began for Stratford defensively in the first inning, you might think Ellington would run away with this game. But Duffy has had that big strikeout pitch, a total of 10 of those overall. He has really been on cruise control since the second inning on. Nice job here, giving up just one hit from the second inning on. On the flip side, Stratford slowly starting to get to Caleb Spielman. He produced a run in the fifth, so interesting happenings here in the top of the sixth inning as Ellington is at the plate. Schlenner is the guy who's swinging away. And the right-hander Duffy's pitch to the plate. Over for the strike call. Count goes full 3-2. Duffy got in trouble in the first when he walked the leadoff guy to start the ball game. He eventually would cross home plate. Duffy's 3-2 pitch. And that's going to be a base hit up the middle. You can see the wind knock the ball down a little bit. There's going to be no chance for Seaberg to make a catch on it anyhow. It wasn't hit that deep to the outfield, but well placed, and it brings up Colin Holmes, who's 1 for 2. Schellender now is 1 for, well, actually 2 for 3 today. It looks like we got a pinch hitter coming. Oh, going to have a runner come in.
Aaron Pine.
So Aaron Pine is going to run for the DH, and Pine will have to stay in the ball game. So no true re-entry other than what, for the pitcher and the catcher, you can run for them. All right, so Pine will have to stay in the ball game. Everybody adjusting their scorebooks to get that all correct. Pitching there for the strike call to Holmes. So Holmes 1 for 2. Ellington would love to put up the insurance run. Pitch missed outside. One. That missed. Duffy's 2-1. Blocked away in the dirt by Ryan Duffy. Runner goes, a throw on down, and it got past Ryan Nelson. Well, Nelson knew he had to hurry the tag and try to sweep at Pine, and never had the baseball in his grasp. That would be a stolen base. Or is that a pass ball? Going to be pass ball? Wild pitch? Okay. Wild pitch will be the official call. So no stolen base there. We'll take another look at that if we have it. There's a walk, and Holmes down to the bag at first. Now you got runners at first and second. You can see that throw on the wild pitch down. Good recovery there by Duffy to make it rather close. So it looks like we're going to see a pitching change as Duffy is up to 93 pitches. So with the pitching change upcoming, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more American Legion baseball in just a moment. As Network Group, we are committed to offering simple and meaningful solutions. So he fired.
What sets us apart as an agency is our customer service. We are truly focused. Our customers are number one. Everybody who works in this agency has a nice way about them, so they make it pretty easy for people to come on board. We have very competitive products. Besides the auto and the homeowners, we do commercial insurance. We pride ourselves on making sure that our customers' families are protected through life insurance. We try to do yearly reviews. That's a big deal with us. As an agency, yearly reviews are pretty much the way we operate. Customer service is 150% of what we do. The relationship I have with our customers, it's really like doing business with family. So our job is simple. on a timely fashion, we get back to our customers. We help them with their insurance needs.
Rainmaker Irrigation offers custom design and installation of turf and shrub irrigation systems for homeowners and businesses. For your protection, we are fully licensed and insured, and our commitment to excellence is second to none. We go beyond industry standards to ensure exceptional customer service with every system we install. We provide ongoing service for the systems we install, and you can count on us for first-rate, on-time, quality workmanship from the very first meeting. For the lawn you've always dreamed of, pick up the phone and give us a call today.
Welcome back as the reliever Tyler Vancho, who moved from the shortstop spot to the top of the hill, taking his place the pitcher Brandon Duffy heading to the shortstop spot, and this is Laughlin to the plate. He's 0 for 1, tried to bunt, bunted it foul. Richards, the first baseman, charging on in. Ellington with 2 on, nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. For Duffy, 5 innings of 4-hit baseball, gave up 2 runs, both unearned. Walked 4 and struck out 10. He is responsible for the 2 on the base path. And that pitch will break away from Duffy. Runner's going to go. The throw down. And it's thrown over the head of the third baseman, Kovacs. But Fedak did a nice job predicting and backing it up. Duffy has committed 2 errors today. The wild pitch allowing the runners to move in the second and third. Now the infield come in around the horn for Stanford. 1-1, swing and a miss, and the count goes 1 ball and 2 strikes. Matt Main in the on-deck circle. Nobody out. Ellington leading by 1 slim run. Ground ball, dribble foul, first base side. Looks like Vancho throws it pretty hard out in the mound there for Stratford. 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors for Ellington. 1, 3, and 2, your numbers for Stratford. Kovacs at third baseman, Duffy at shortstop, Nelson and Richards on the right side of the infield. Seaberg, Fedak, and Duffy in the outfield. And Ryan Duffy behind the plate. Pitch to the plate. Down low and inside, and the count goes even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off. Good bit of hitting by Laughlin to stay alive. And the pitch way outside. Count goes full 3-2. First base is vacant. But you don't want to load him up with nobody out. Here comes a full count pitch, and he missed it. That's a 5th walk issued. By Stratford pitching today. And the bases are loaded. A single and 2 walks has loaded the bases for number 19, Matt Main, who's 0 for 2. He's struck out twice. Infield in around the horn. They have the force at the plate. There's a broken bat knocked down by Duffy. He'll throw on the first to get the out there. That bat, the barrel of it went flying to the infield. Nice play there by Duffy. Not to lose his concentration. He got the out at first, so Maine retired. 6-3. Pine scores. You got runners at second and third. That brings up Rona. So an RBI for Maine. Take another look at that again. Watch this bat go flying. The barrel of it. Duffy had to find the baseball. Diving play. Got it on the first to get the out. That ball went through. It could have been doomsday for Stratford overall, but they trail now 3-1. Rona to the plate has walked and struck out. And chose pitch. That ball over the leap of Duffy and in the left field for a base hit. A run will score. Fedak's strong throw to the plate. Taking second on the throw is Rona. Rona with an RBI base hit. Home scores easily. Laughlin the third.
Nice play here by Duffy.
So that's a base hit RBI. Lead now at 4-1. Ellington starting to string them together. Schneider to the plate. First pitch to Schneider miss. If we get that queued up, we can take a quick peek. Good bit of hitting here. See that out in the left field. The runner easily scoring from the bag at third. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. Still 1 out with runners at second and third. They're showing bunt. They got the runner off the bag at third, but nobody was covering there. Third baseman, Kovacs, was way inside. Well, Schneider's just trying to move those infielders around a little bit. Count 2 balls, 1 strike. Schneider has reached on a fielder's choice. Struck out today. Facing Bancho for the first time. That pitch, strike call, caught the outside corner. Count now level at 2-2. Outfielder's not playing all that deep. Count goes full, 3-2. Well, Stratford trying to get out of this half inning. That's going to be fouled off. Ellington scored 2 in the first. They've added 2 now here in the 6th, and that clock is still ticking. Bancho's pitch to the plate. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Knocked it down. He doesn't have a play. He looked home. So a run scores. Laughlin will cross. He's going to put him on the corners. And we'll rule that a base hit for Schneider. So no error. Brings Macalosi to the plate. We'll take another look at that. That's just a difficult play for a young pitcher. Leaping up off the hill. Knocked it down. Just couldn't pick it up. So you still have 1 down and 3 runs home in the inning. And a long conversation taking place out there on the mound. They haven't hit the ball real hard. So the book is closed on Duffy, by the way. Gave up a total of 4 hits and 4 runs. 2 of the runs charged to Duffy here in the inning. I believe only 2 of them earned. And Macaluso will step on in. He has struck out a couple of times, walked and scored. The runner will take second base, uncontested. And Schneider in the scoring position. Macaloso can really break this game wide open. 4-run lead now. Stratford down to their final 6 outs in the 7-inning affair. Infield in around the horn. Pitch low and away, and the count goes 2 balls and no strikes. Stratford trying to figure out a way. And that's in there for the strike call. 5 runs now, 7 hits for Ellington. No errors. Stratford 1 run, 3 hits, and 2 errors. Pitch inside. Belt buckle high. Macaloso had to really get out of the way there. Count 3-1. Moves to 3-2 with a strike call. Nelson and Duffy, the middle infielders, at the lip of the grass. Kovacs and Richards on the corners at the lip. Pitch foul straight back towards us. The netting wasn't there. Had a chance to make a play on a foul ball. Count full, 3-2. Bancho, the offering. Got him. Struck him out. He needed that strikeout. That is the 11th strikeout for Stratford pitching today. Brings up Chasen. Chasen today is singled in 3 tries. First pitch down low. Runners at second and third. Chasen, the number 2 hitter in the lineup. Got that quick swing, really slaps at the ball. Horovo in the on-deck circle. Count 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 out. That ball again, slap foul towards the concession stand. Had some folks scattering. You get a discount if you're buying a hot dog and you get hit by a baseball here at Palmer Field. Here's the 1-2 curveball, had him ducking. Two missed outside. Count goes full. Crooked number up on the board for Ellington. They now have that 4-run lead. Popped up behind us and out of play. Ellington getting closer to the state championship here at the junior level. 3-2. Again fouled off. Pretty good battle here. Vancho and Chasen. Chasen's got a quick bat. Got that short, compact swing, and tough to get the ball by him. 3-2 pitch. Flies it high in the air. Left fielder on. Fedak will make the catch, and that will end the inning. But 8 to the plate, and 3 will score. And the lead now for Ellington through 5.5 is 5-1. We'll be back with more right after this.
Not only have I learned a lot of speaking skills,
meeting these 50 other incredibly talented people,
but most of all, I think you learn a lot about yourself.
You're able to grow in so many ways.
Learning about public speaking.
You also gain a tremendous amount of friendships.
It's a nice bonus.
That's definitely a plus, I'm not going to lie.
It is definitely something that is on my mind.
It's such a great document.
It guarantees me so many liberties and freedoms.
It's looking out for me.
The significance that I place on voting.
The 8th Amendment, which deals with cruel and unusual punishment.
My comparison of the Constitution to a lens.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest
All right, welcome back. We'll hear more from our good friends at American Legion National, obviously, and how you can be part of American Legion in many different ways and support them with donation. Of course, become a member if you can. Seaberg to lead it off. Braden today is walked and singled. Got down, caught stealing on a good throw by Macaluso. Little dribbler. Matt Main will field it. He does a nice job fielding that position at second, and Seabergen out, 1 down. So Spielman out in the mound.
Number 40,
touched up for a run back in the 5th inning after he hit a batter. He had consecutive singles. Fedak with the RBI base hit for Stanford. Vanco, who began the game as a shortstop, now the pitcher. He'll swing and ground one down the main. That time he struggled with it a little bit. Gets up, fires across, and saves the hit. Just said nice things about Matt Main, so what happens? Of course, he has a little fielding miscue. I believe they will rule that an error. Indeed, they will. Sorry for the jinx there, young man.
Baseman number 41.
Always goes that way. Colin Richards to the plate. Richards 0 for 2 is popped up and grounded out to the second baseman. Spielman. Pitch off, the catch is Mitt. And the runner will take second. Call that a pass ball, I would imagine. Macaluso reaching after it. It will be a pass ball. Now Richards has a runner in scoring position. Stratford trying to chip away at a 4-run deficit here in the 6th. Spielman, the deal. Pitch missed outside. And the 2-0 dropped in for the strike. Here comes a 2-1. That missed outside. Count 3 balls and 1 strike. No activity in the Ellington bullpen. Pitch count for Spielman's got to start to get up there a little bit. You get the strike call there, and the count goes full. 3-2 to the left-handed hitting Richards. 1 out and a runner down at second. Three-two pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Richards may have chased one that was veering out of the strike zone. That is the first strikeout of the game for Spielman here today.
Shortstop number 1, Brendan Duffy.
And it brings up Duffy. Brendan Duffy, the starting pitcher, now playing shortstop. He's 0 for 2. He's on the hook to take the loss if his team doesn't battle back. Bottom part of the batting order has done some damage for Stratford today, so that's a positive looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th inning. They only have a total of 3 hits overall. Stratford 1 run on 3 hits, 2 errors. Errors really hurtful in the first. Ellington able to take advantage and scored 2 runs off the errors. Nice pitch to the outside corner for the strike, and a count 3 balls, 1 strike to Duffy. More baseball coming your way at about 4 o'clock today. That's ball 4. So now you got runners at first and second with 2 out. Ryan Nelson, who's been hit by a pitch and scored,
Ryan Nelson
will step up. Got hit by a pitch back on the 5th. Spielman with the long look in. Spielman turned and he had to make the throw, so he threw it to Maine, the second baseman. Like he didn't throw it away. Ball 1. Spielman struggling now. Find that strike zone as consistently as he had early on. Now walk 2. Gets a strike call, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Got a strike call there, and the count goes 1-2. Pancho at second, Duffy at the bag at first. Time call. Outfield with a bit of a shift. Laughlin, the center fielder, step or 2 towards right center for the right-handed hitting second baseman. Nelson's going to bat that foul. That ball fouled off to the screen. Spielman with a long look in. Pitch hit on the ground. Shortstop will field it. Chasing onto the bag at first. Nice stretch by Corriveau, and that will end the inning 6-3. So they threaten, as you had an error and a walk, if they had two on, but that's about it. They leave two. All right, we'll be back with more. That's all upcoming after this.
Not only have I learned a lot of speaking skills,
Meeting these 50 other incredibly talented people,
But most of all, I think you learn a lot about yourself.
you're able to grow in so many ways.
Learning about public speaking.
you also gain a tremendous amount of friendships.
It's a nice bonus.
That's definitely a plus, I'm not going to lie.
Is definitely something that is on my mind.
It's such a great document.
It guarantees me so many liberties and freedoms.
It's looking out for me.
The significance that I place on voting.
The 8th Amendment, which deals with cruel and unusual punishment.
My comparison of the Constitution to a lens.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veterans service organization in the nation. We're committed to making sure all veterans receive the benefits they deserve for the sacrifices they've made in service to America. If you're a veteran in need of help or support, please contact us. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
All right, we're back to the top of inning number 7, and Sammy Corriveau, the lead it off. Sammy today 1 for 3 for Ellington. They're 3 defensive outs away from the 17 and under state championship here in 2017. Corriveau to lead it off. And the pitch up and in. Oh, my wife showing me a picture of our pool on this beautiful day. Looks nice. Yes, she does do the laundry for me a lot. She treats me well. Pitch inside. 40 slip there, I think. Got some warm-up activity down in that Ellington bullpen. Looks like Macaluso warming up down there, the catcher. We'll see a couple of changes, obviously, if that were to happen for Ellington. Ellington leads by the score of 5-1. Van Joe's pitch to the plate. That's hit down the right field line towards that bullpen. Going to be an error on the bullpen. They did not clean it fieldly down there. Duffy started, Van Cho the reliever, and the 3-2 pitch, and he got him with a curveball. Corriveau knew it. That is the 12th strikeout today for Stratford pitching. So Schlenner gets a hit again. So I guess you can have pitch runners for anybody. They do change some of the rules here. That pitch way up high. Van Cho couldn't get that to break on down. Schlenner today is singled a couple of times. Yeah, you wouldn't take his bat out of the lineup. Got a couple of hits. 1-1. Ball hit very high in the air. Right fielder Duffy. He'll camp underneath it. Kevin Duffy will put it away for the inning's second out. And brings up Colin Holmes. Holmes has walked and scored, singled, and was called out on strikes.
Third baseman, number 23, Colin Holmes.
Walked back in the sixth inning and scored one of the 3 runs. That has broken this game open and made it a 5-1 score in favor of Ellington. That pitch over his head and all the way to the backstop. Plate umpire will chase it down. We'll bring in the award ceremony immediately following the game. A pitch missed outside. The count goes 2 balls and no strikes. Up and in. And ball 4, so Holmes down to the bag at first. Becomes a 2-out base runner here for Ellington.
Gavin Laughlin.
Count goes 2-0. Bencho trying to find that strike zone right now. Laughlin today has walked twice. He scored a run, struck out in between the 2 walks. The Ellington team, a great story out of Zone 8, just finishing 1 game over 500. They get hot in the tournament. That pitch in there for the strike, and the count goes level at 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 out and a runner on. Swing and a miss. He got him. Struck him out. 13 strikeout overall for Stratford pitching here today. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 7th.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
SportingNewsCT.com is now streaming your team's big game. SportingNewsCT.com is Connecticut's broadcast home for high school sports, college sports, and American Legion baseball. Whether it's football, soccer, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball, or lacrosse, we stream it live. Can't watch the game live? Then check out our on-demand rebroadcast. Want a keepsake? Download an audio broadcast or order a DVD. There's more. SportingNewsCT.com features interviews with coaches, players, and administrators. The game's on. SportingNewsCT.com.
All right, welcome right back. You take a look at the scoreboard in favor of Ellington. 5-1, they have the lead. As coming to the plate is Stratford here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Koletar scheduled to lead it off. Kovacs and Fedak to follow. Going up against the starter, Caleb Spielman. This bottom part of the batting order has gone 2 for 6 against Spielman today. As Spielman coming out to work the 7th inning. 5-1 your score. Shouts of this game's not over yet after the public address announcement that there would be an award ceremony after the game. Well, even if Stratford were to battle back, there'd be an award ceremony after the game. And Stratford hopefully trying to put together a minimum of a 4-run rally. 5 runs would be optimum, wouldn't it? If they were to do that, that'd be a terrific comeback as they trail 5-1. Laughlin, the center fielder. Rona, the left fielder. Schneider in right field defensively for the red-shirted Ellington American Legion Zone 8 team trying to win this championship. So Kolatar will step in. Alex today is 0 for 2. And he'll try to get things going. That pitch in for the strike from Spielman. Spielman's only given up 3 hits and a run. Walked 2, hit a batter. Has a strikeout to his credit. Here's a ground ball hit up the middle. Diving play by Jason. He'll throw on the first, and they're going to say safe. Corvo, the throw pulled him off the bag. Jason gave it a great effort. We'll see that again. That will be ruled a base hit. What an effort that was. That play rather close at the bag at first, but the foot obviously coming off. Jason, nice job to go get that. And from his knees made the throw, and you could see, first baseman's foot maybe came off that bag. So Kovacs at the plate, a little bit of hope here now for Stratford as they come up with their 4th hit of the ball game. Kovacs today is 1 for 2. Spielman will check that runner at the bag at first. How aggressive will Stratford be? They like to be aggressive on the base pass, but they are very important guys, those men on base. First pitch in for the strike. Macaluso has thrown out a base runner today. Ball popped up, fouled on back to the rooftop. Count 0-2. Pitch just missed outside, and the count goes 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kovacs and Fedak have both had base hits off of Spielman. Fedak was an RBI hit in the 5th inning. Ball hit high in the air. Rona, third baseman over. He's going to run out of room. That's well out of play. Next game scheduled for 4 o'clock. The 1-2 from Spielman. Hit on a hop. Down to Chasen. He'll get the force out. Throw onto the bag at first. And the ball will get away from the first baseman, Corona. So they get the lead runner, and Kovacs safe on a fielder's choice. 6-4 on the force out at the bag. So they have 1 down, and Zach Fedak to the plate. You may not see Fedak come on up. We'll see a pinch hitter come in.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Batting for Fedak, number 37, Taylor Perry.
So Taylor Perry to come on up and swing the bat. So you got 1 down. Spielman's pitch to Perry starts him off with a off-speed curveball. Count goes 0-1. Floated that one in on him. Spielman eager to work. That pitch missed inside. The count goes 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Quick throw to the bag at first. Runner got on back there. Ball hit high into the air to left fielder. Rona has plenty of room, and he'll make the catch for the out. There's 2 down. Fidak's replacement as a pinch hitter, Taylor Perry, with a fly ball out. Brings up the top of the order, and Kevin Duffy. Stratford down to their final out. Ellington 1 out away from the state championship. And a celebration, perhaps. And the pitch up a tad high. Duffy today is 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice at a fly ball out. Spielman, 1-0 pitch at the feet, and it hit him. So that's the second hit batter by Spielman today, and they're coming out of the dugout. He might be at his pitch count, Spielman. So he couldn't get the final out. He'll be responsible for the 2 base runners if he is coming out of the game. Yeah, he has to come out of the game, so he is coming out. So we have a pitching change. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Network Group, we are committed to offering simple and meaningful solutions to your complex problems. We work hard to achieve the highest levels of quality in our solutions to help your customers meet their challenging business needs. We're committed to delivering technology management solutions that offer security, reliability, availability, and performance. Visit our website, thebusinessnetworkgroup.com, for more information.
And now, the winner of this year's prestigious Honda President's Award for Excellence in Dealership Operations, Customer Satisfaction, Sales, and Training. Curtis Ryan from Curtis Ryan Honda in Shelton. Celebrating 40 years in Shelton with a great reputation, great deals, and an extraordinary sales experience, this is Curtis Ryan's 10th President's Award.
If you're looking for a professional painter, then look no further than ND's own Donald Martone, class of '87, and his company Decorative and Traditional Painting by DKM, a full-service painting company. They specialize in custom interior and exterior painting at residential and commercial settings. DKM is fully insured, licensed, and will beat any estimate. They have worked at such places at Notre Dame, Yale, in homes and businesses across New Haven County. They specialize in off-peak and night hours. For more information, visit them online at paintingbydkm.com.
Considering an orthodontic treatment for you or your children? Dr. Philip Caparuso at Notre Dame Parent of 4 is conveniently located at the end of the Milford Green. Dr. Caparuso is a board-certified orthodontist and a preferred Invisalign provider. A proud GoGreenNight.com sponsor, you can visit Dr. Caparuso online at drcaportho.com or call 203-874-5400. Let Dr. Caparuso bring out your best smile.
All right, welcome right back. New pitcher is on. Bouncing up from behind the plate to the pitcher's mound goes Logan Macaluso. The pitcher, Caleb Spielman, will go to second base, and Max Main put on the catching gear, and he's now behind the plate as he moved from second. Seaberg to the plate. Seaberg has singled, walked, and grounded out. First time facing Macaluso. A 2-on, 5-1 score. For his pitch is in there for the strike from Macaluso. He got a chance to warm up a little bit. Junior Regional will begin August 4th in Maine. Heard that down Press Row. I love it when these guys give out those intelligent questions for the intelligent answer. Going to be in Bangor? Beautiful, Bangor, Maine. That's way up there. Perfect time of year to go to Maine, though. I love Maine in the month of August. Northeast Regional for the seniors has been played a couple of times at Orchard Beach. Count goes 2 balls and 1 strike. Stratford looking for dramatic finish here. They're down to their final out. Pitch fouled off. Seaberg stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. 1 pitch away from celebration is Ellington. They scored 2 in the first. They added 3 in the 6th for their total of 5. Stratford 1 run in the 5th inning. Macaluso with a long lean in. The 2-2 pitch. And a little low. Count goes 3-2. Nice stop behind the plate by Max Main. Main wants to have a quick chat with Macaluso. Make sure he doesn't overthrow here. Don't want to load the bases, put that potential game-tying run at the plate. Number 3 hitter in the on-deck circle, that's Vancho. He began the game as a shortstop. All right, the 3-2 pitch, and that's spoiled off. Seaberg, great job of protecting the plate on a tough pitch to the outside part of the plate by Macaluso. Oh, these youngsters. They dream of a situation like this, don't they? Perhaps in their backyard when they're playing catch. An opportunity to win a championship. Count full 3-2. Macaluso with that long look in. The right-hander. The pitch to the plate. Ground ball up the middle for a base hit. They send a runner around the bag at third. And that is an RBI base hit for Brandon Seaberg. And they keep their hopes alive. Kovac scoring on the play. It's now a 5-2 game. So they got runners at first and second. Let's take a quick look at that again. Nice bit of hitting up the middle. And we'll bring home the runner. Vancho up. Hitless on the day. First pitch in for the strike. That run charged to Spielman, by the way. Richards, a cleanup hitter on deck for Stratford. Pitch up high. Save situation for Macaluso. Pitch outside. Would he get a save? Yeah, I think it is a save situation. Count at 3 balls and 1 strike, however. He needs an out. He's in an out situation is what he's in. Count 3 balls and 1 strike. The pitch to the plate, that's turned on. Ground ball. And that's going to be ruled a fair ball off for Barovo, and a run will score. They're sending more. The ball finally retrieved. And hustling all the way to the bag at third goes Vancho. Wow. Duffy. Seaberg. They score. And they're going to rule out, I believe, a base hit and 2 RBIs. That makes it a 1-run game at 5-4 with 2 outs. Stratford putting together a run here. Wow. That was a little spinner. Corovo tried to get it behind the bag. Let's take another look at it. 2 runs will score. Just inside that fair play line. It was actually the second baseman who had to retrieve it. That was Spielman. They need just 1 out. To the plate comes a cleanup hitter, Colin Richards. How about Vancho? Hitless on the day, and he makes contact and hit it to the right spot to bring home 2. So Richards to the plate. Richards has popped up to short, grounded out, and struck out. All back in the 6th inning, he struck out. The only strikeout victim of Spielman's today. Macaluso on the mound, and the pitch to the left-hander. And that's in there for the strike, and the count goes 0-1. 5-4 you score. Macaluso ready to deal it. And the offering. Down low, nice stop by Max Main behind the plate. Game exactly 2 hours old now. Been one of the most competitive junior games we've had. That ball fouled off. Count goes 1 ball and 2 strikes, and Macaluso, for the second consecutive hitter, is 1 strike away, 1 out away from bringing a championship to Ellington. Macaluso looks in. Here comes the 1-2 pitch inside. Nearly clipped him. And the count goes level at 2-2. Macaluso back to the hill. Not easy to get that final out. Great thing about baseball. 3-run inning put together by Stratford. They need one more. They got a runner at third. Here comes a 2-2 pitch, and that's a batted foul. Count remains 2-2. Count level, 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 out. Laughlin, the center fielder, a shade or 2 towards right center field. Macaluso looking in for the side, and here comes the 2-2 pitch, and that's popped up and fouled off again. Richards not making it easy here. I think that foul ball may have clunked off a car out there. You got to park strategically in the parking lot here at Palmer Field. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. Foul back again, and the suspense continues here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Macaluso trying to make just the right pitch. Richards trying to foul everything off until he gets the right pitch to whack somewhere. Count 2-2. Here comes the pitch to the plate, and that's low and inside. Main nice stop, and the count goes full 3-2. Trying to put this 2-out rally together is Stratford. Full count pitch, here it comes. That ball hit up the middle. That's a base hit. We have a tie score. Colin Richards with an RBI single. Vencho scores from third, and it is brand new and shiny at 5-all, but momentum in the favor of Stratford. The way the inning has gone, Koletar reaches on a base hit. He's a race, so it was a fielder's choice runner at first. So he had one down, the fly ball out. And all coming with 2 out, a hit batter, an RBI single, a 2-run single, and an RBI single. 4 runs on the board, and we are tied at 5 with Duffy coming to the plate. He was a starting pitcher. He was on the hook to take the loss here. His teammates have helped him battle back, and he'll come up to swing with a potential game-winning run on the base pass here in the bottom of the 7th. We'll see a pitching change, I do believe. Indeed, we will. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Network Group, we are committed.
For the last 10 years, Federico and SETI has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of 72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of 82, and Lynn SETI, Sacred Heart Academy class of 82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico and SETI is the perfect company for your personal, corporate, estate, and gift tax returns. A proud sponsor of GoGreenKnights.com, call Federico and SETI at 203-248-9966 for all your accounting needs.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at ivyleaguelandscaping.com.
Great restaurants start with the freshest, best ingredients to create delicious entrees. So when it comes to sausage, why not choose the freshest and leanest? That's Longini. Having linguine? Add some Longini. You and your family will love Longini sausage because it makes every dish special.
I'm Rich Longini. You don't have to compromise great taste for a healthy choice. Look for Longini sausage in your grocer's fresh meat section.
Welcome right back as we continue. New pitcher on. That is Colin Holmes, moving from third base. Spielman goes from the bag at second to third. And Logan Macaluso goes from the pitcher's mound to the bag at second. Duffy today 0 for 2 with a walk. Eighth batter to come to the plate for Stratford. They have scored 4 times here in the 7th inning. They're tied at 5. All of it coming with 2 out. I mean, Ellington was 1 strike away, 1 out away on a couple of occasions and couldn't get it. First pitch in for the strike to Duffy. Got a runner at the bag at first and Colin Richards. See if they'll try to send him, put him in a scoring position at some point here. That ball turned on and fouled off. A 5-1 lead for Ellington coming into the bottom of the 7th. Pitch to the plate. Batted foul again. Stratford team believing. Right now they have the momentum, you would think. They've scored 5 runs now over the last 3 innings of play. They have 7 hits, are out hitting Ellington 7-6. Holmes, 0-2 pitch. Ground ball hit down to Chasen. He'll field it. He's going to go across the diamond. Got it there on time, and the inning will come to the close. But 8 to the plate, 4 crucial runs will score, and we move on to extra innings. On to the 8th inning here at Palmer Field.
What sets us apart as an agency is our customer service. We are truly focused. Our customers are number one. Everybody who works in this agency has a nice way about them, so they make it pretty easy for people to come on board. We have very competitive products. Besides the auto and the homeowners, we do commercial insurance. We pride ourselves on making sure that our customers' families are protected through life insurance. We try to do yearly reviews. That's a big deal with us. As an agency, yearly reviews are pretty much the way we operate. Customer service is 150% of what we do. The relationship I have with our customers, it's really like doing business with family. So our job is simple. In a timely fashion, we get back to our customers. We help them with their insurance needs.
Rainmaker Irrigation offers custom design and installation of turf and shrub irrigation systems for homeowners and businesses. For your protection, we are fully licensed and insured, and our commitment to excellence is second to none. We go beyond industry standards to ensure exceptional customer service with every system we install. We provide ongoing service for the systems we install, and you can count on us for first-rate, on-time, quality workmanship from the very first meeting. For the lawn you've always dreamed of, pick up the phone and give us a call today.
Catcher number 19, Matt Main.
All right, welcome back. Matt Main to lead it off. Began the day as a second baseman, now catching for Ellington. They thought they had championship in their back pocket as they entered the bottom of the 7th inning. Couldn't get the final out, however. And Stratford with a dramatic 4-run comeback with 2 outs. The tie it at 5 to put it here into the 8th inning. Good look at the bullpen, some activity right now for Stratford there. Vancho came on in relief of Duffy. And he continues out on the mound. Worked 1 full. And the pitch to the plate, that's inside. It may have hit him, and it did. So Maine down to the bag at first, becomes a leadoff base runner for Ellington. Ellington scored 2 in the first and 3 in the sixth, 1 in the fifth and 4 in the seventh for Stratford. And it brings up Chris Rona. Rona today with an RBI base hit in the sixth inning. How critical was that now? Both teams have had a big inning, a 3-run inning for Ellington, and the 4-run bottom of the seventh for Stratford. Playing inside the bag at third is Kovacs. Vencho checks the runner at first base. Maine eager to perhaps swipe one. Pitch low and away. Ryan Duffy behind the plate, catching the balls and strikes. He's had a couple of throwing errors today. In particular, they were back in the first. They led to the Ellington runs. Time requested and granted. One ball, one strike. And the pitch up a tad high. Flags are blowing towards the infield, towards home plate out there in left center field. Very refreshing breeze here today. Very pleasant. Yesterday, the winds were gusty. Very gusty. 2-1. Down low. Nice stop behind the plate by Duffy. No advance by the runner.
0-2 pitch. Ground ball hit down to Chase.
Count at 3-1.
Field it. He's going to go across the diamond. Got it there on time in the inning.
Doesn't want to give it right back after all that hard work in the bottom of the seventh. That pitch low and away. That's ball 4. So a hit batter and a walk has put 2 on for Ellington here in the 8th. Duffy to have a quick chat with Tyler Vancho. So Schneider, who had an RBI base hit back in the 6th, has also reached on a fielder's choice. He's 1 for 3 today with the RBI. Walks have really hurt this team. When you take a look at Stratford, errors also. Ball drop, runner goes to third, and he's in. Oh, Duffy thought he had him. The throw to Kovacs, and sneaking in was Maine. They're going to rule that a wild pitch. Nice stop by Duffy. Let's take a look at that again. That's going to put runners on the corners. Going to argue that call, or question the call. You can see the bunt attempt. Ball got away. Throw down to the bag at third, and got it just in the nick of time. Very close play there. So they're at the corners, infield coming in, all the way around for Stratford. So Schneider has the count, 1 strike. So a heated offer on the bunt attempt. A pitch missed outside. Take another look at that close play at the bag at third. Very close. Count 0-2. Third base coach talking to his runner down at second. Looks like Rona took second base there. I don't know if he got a little banged up or just lost his shoe or is cramping up. Doesn't look like he's trying to tie a shoelace or anything like that. He's going to run around for a second. Looks like he's going to be okay. And he'll remain in the ball game. Schneider at the plate. He got 2 in scoring position. Infield in. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's a huge strikeout. Has the 14th strikeout for Stratford pitching today.
Second baseman number 12, Logan Macaluso.
They've walked 7, however. Macaluso to the plate. Started the day as the catcher. Here comes the 1-0. Strike call over the outside corner. Count goes 1-1. They had 2 on, nobody out. Did Ellington. Now it's 2 on in scoring position. And 1 out. The count goes 1-2 to Macaluso. Macaluso going to have a chat with his third base coach. He looks a bit discouraged. Couldn't get that final out. Team now in the extra innings. Behind the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. You got Chasen in the on-deck circle. Infield is in. A little contact may bring home a run. Who knows? Pitch way outside, gets away from the catcher. Duffy did a good job to scramble after it. There was no advance by Maine at the bag at third. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here comes the pitch to the plate, and there's a ground ball past the dive of the third baseman, Kovac. In the left field, a run will score. Fedak comes up, will throw it to the bag at second. 2 up on the board. Maine and Rona both score. Macaluso comes up with a 2-run base hit. And the lead back in the favor of Ellington at 7-5. Take another look at that. Key hit right down the line. The infield was in. Past a dive of the third baseman. And we've got a new pitcher coming on. So with the pitching change, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Ellington back on top 7-5.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before, and when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
Not only have I learned a lot of speaking skills,
Meeting these 50 other incredibly talented people,
But most of all, I think you learn a lot about yourself.
you're able to grow in so many ways.
Learning about public speaking.
you also gain a tremendous
So
amount
Zach
of friendships.
Chasen coming up to the plate with a runner at first base. Colin Richards now on the mound pitching, moving from the bag at first. So Stratford's going to have to battle back in the bottom of the 8th. They did it in the bottom of the 7th, scoring 4 times. Pitch fouled on back. Bancho now at the bag at first. Still just 1 out. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch up high. count full, 3-2. It's fouled up. That's ball 4. So chasing down to the bag at first. You got runners at first and second. Corvo stepping up to the plate. He's 0 for 4. Couple of strikeouts.
First baseman number 25, Sam Corvo.
So Corvo trying to keep it moving along here for Ellington. They lead at 7-5 in the top of the 8th inning. Pitch breaks away from the catcher. Duffy able to find it. It was foul tip right into the catcher. That hurt. I'm going to give Ryan Duffy some time. I'm going to make sure he's okay. Coaching staff out to make sure he's all right, too. So the count at 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Runners at first and second for Ellington. Here's the offering. Up high, and the count goes 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball hit down the shortstop. Oh, he was blinded by the runner, and it scoots past Duffy, and now past the center field to Seaberg, and a run will score. They're going to send another, and they're going to get 2 runs out of that. As they slide in safely at the plate, and heading to third goes Corvo. That might be icing on the cake. I don't know. Corvo's probably going to get a base hit, 1 RBI. And then they're going to get an E7, allowing the second run to score. So 1 RBI for Corvo. He ends up at the bag at third. It is now 9-5 here in the top of the 8th.
The designated hitter, number 22, Jacob Schlenner.
Schlenner now stepping on in, the designated hitter. That pitch down low. So Stratford can't get an out here. They got 1. 4 runs scored, still just 1 out for Ellington. Great bounce back after giving up 4 in the bottom of the 7th, where they were 1 out away, 1 swing away from the championship. Stratford put together the 4-run, 2-out rally. Now Ellington putting up some huge numbers of their own here in the top of the 8th. Dillinger swinging a miss, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Vancho now on the hook to take the loss. He began this top of the 8th inning. Out on the mound for Stratford. Infield was in. Ground ball fielded. They'll get the out at first, and another run will score. Corvo able to cross. That wasn't hit all that hard. Felsner retired 3 unassisted. Gets an RBI on that and brings up Colin Holmes. Holmes has walked twice, singled and struck out.
Number 23,
Began the day as a third baseman. Now the pitcher. He can pick up the win with a solid bottom of the 8th inning. In relief. Stratford's gone 3 pitches deep. That's now a 5-run inning and a 5-run lead. I guess if you're Ellington, why make it easy, right? You kind of just inch your way into the tournament. 1 game better than 500 during the regular year. And that pitch in there for the strike call. Big swing and a miss. Bases are finally empty. Hit, batter, and a walk started the onslaught. Then a single, another walk, base hit. Ground ball out. There's a swing and a miss, the tag made, and Holmes strikes out. All right, Ellington back to their dugout. Stratford to theirs. They know they need to score 5. Can they do it again? Back with the bottom of the 8th in just a moment.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veterans service organization in the nation. We're committed to making sure all veterans receive the benefits they deserve for the sacrifices they've made in service to America. If you're a veteran in need of help or support, please contact us. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
SportingNewsCT.com is now streaming your team's big game. SportingNewsCT.com is Connecticut's broadcast home for high school sports, college sports, and American Legion baseball. Whether it's football, soccer, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball, or lacrosse, we stream it live. Can't watch the game live? Then check out our on-demand rebroadcast. Want a keepsake? Download an audio broadcast or order a DVD. There's more. SportingNewsCT.com features interviews with coaches, players, and administrators. The game's on. SportingNewsCT.com.
Ryan Nelson.
All right, Ryan Nelson going to try to get things going here for Stratford. Nelson today has been hit by a pitch and scored a run. Colin Holmes will try to fare better than his counterpart back in the bottom of the 7th and close the door on the Stratford team if he can. They need 5 to tie. They scored 4 in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs to tie. Now they trail 10-5 here in the extra frame. Holmes gets a strike. Pitch fouled off. He's quickly ahead of Nelson, 0-2. Kolatara waits in the on-deck circle. It's been quite a game between these two teams. Holmes looking peaceful on the mound. Here, no. That piece was disturbed with a timeout call by the plate umpire. Ten runs, 8 hits, 1 error for Ellington. 5 runs, 7 hits, and 3 errors by Stratford today. Ground ball right back, up the middle, has some eyes, and it's through for a base hit for Ryan Nelson. So, Stratford trying to build upon the momentum offensively in the 7th with a leadoff runner on here in the 8th. Holmes just couldn't get down the field that. Take another look at it. Good bit of hitting right up the middle.
Ground ball right back, up the middle, has some eyes, and it's through for a base hit for Ryan Nelson.
Kolatara,
So,
single, that pitch had him diving. Holmes, the 1-0. With a 5-run lead, you've got to throw strikes. Let your defense do it behind you. No need to get fancy right now for Colin Holmes. The 1-1 pitch that missed outside. Easier said than done. Easier to say from way up here, of course. Count 2 balls, 1 strike. This game 2.5 hours in the making. Gets a nice strike call up high, let her high. Count goes 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Kolatara. Kovacs in the on-deck circle. Guys in the bottom part of the order have made contact today for Stratford. And there's some more contact and a base hit up the middle. So chip away, and they got 2 on and nobody out. Brings up Dylan Kovacs. Kovacs today is 1 for 3 with a run scored. So 2 on, nobody out. They need 5 runs. Ellington would probably fork over a $100 bill for a double play right now. The pitch up high. Count goes 1 ball and no strikes. Got the 15 and under game upcoming. It was scheduled to start at 4 o'clock. That's not going to happen. They got the post-game ceremonies and the like down below. Welcome to baseball. Pitch up high. For the count of 2 balls and 1 strike. Count goes 3-1. Holmes trying to nibble the corner. Holmes not looking as peaceful as he had earlier when he came to the top of the hill. He's starting to pace around a tad. Here comes a 3-1 pitch. And he'll get the strike call there. And the count now full at 3-2. Nelson at second. Colatar at the bag at first for Stratford. And the pitch gets away from the catcher. That's ball 4. It will load the bases and nobody out. Zach Fedak to the plate. And they're coming out of the dugout. So what are they going to do now? Spielman began. Macaluso came on in relief. Now Holmes. Spielman was very good through 6 2/3. I think he's just trying to settle them all down is what they're trying to do. So bases loaded and nobody out. Brings up the number 9 hitter, Zach Fedak.
Number 28, Zach Fedak.
Fedak today with an RBI base hit back in the 5th inning. He's 1 for 3. And the pitch. Strike call. The word from the dugout had to be just throw strikes. That ball hit, knocked down, picked up. They'll get the shore out at the bag at first. So nice reaction by Holmes to knock it down. Fedak retired 1-3. That would have brought home a couple of runs if it wasn't knocked down by Holmes. So Nelson will score. Colatar will take third base.
Right fielder number 36, Kevin Duffy.
So you got 1 out. Duffy to the plate. 2 in scoring position, 10-6 you score. Duffy today hit by a pitch back in the 7th. Swings and floats it to center field. Laughlin can't make the catch. Might have taken his eye off the ball. A run will score, and the hope continues for Stratford. Oh, my. It looked, so routine. E8 and another run. And a sac fly for Kevin Duffy. So he'll get an RBI. The runner would have scored on that. Kovac's the third. And Duffy will get second base. It's now a 3-run differential at 10-7, just 1 out. Braden Seaberg to the plate. Seaberg with an RBI base hit in the 7th and a run scored. And this has turned into a crazy game. Holy cow, Laughlin thought he had it and may have just taken his eye off the ball there in center field. He's in a bit of disbelief out there. Ellington struggling to get the key outs in this one. Holmes' pitch. So the philosophy, throw strikes and let him play some defense, didn't seem to work, did it? Unfortunately. Oh, that's a difficult error. Second committed by Ellington here today. Those are the tough ones. You just flat out dropped the ball. I don't know if we can take a look at that. Have we shown that yet? And count goes full 3-2. Looked rather routine, didn't it? Looked like it was going to be the second out of the inning, and whoops. And then he had to go chase it down. Seaberg staying alive. Count full 3-2. The pitch to the plate. There's a ground ball hit the shortstop. Fielded, stumbling a bit as chase and throw onto the bag at first. They rule him safe over there. An infield single and another run will score. And it's now 10-8 with just one out. And you got runners on the corners. Vancho stepping in, had a 2-run base hit back in the 7th inning. Ellington's got to be thinking, what the heck is going on? Take a look at that. See that right to the shortstop. Good hustle down the line by Seaberg. Beat the chase and throw. Vancho, he looks like he believes at the plate. He'll swing and hit one high up into the air, and that's over the head of the outfielders. Chased down by Laughlin, did a nice job to get to it, and another run is up on the board. Duffy scores. RBI single for a second. I thought that was going a little bit deeper and would have been big trouble. But it's 10-9. It was big trouble. Now you got runners on the corner. It's still one out. And Vancho with an RBI base hit. Colin Richards will be coming to the plate. And we're going to see a pitching change here. 10-9, you score with just one out. Let's take a look at that. Just a moment ago. Well struck to right by Vancho. Laughlin did a nice job to get to that and get it back to the infield. So a run scores. And we'll be right back.
As Network Group, we are committed to offering simple and meaningful solutions to your complex problems. We work hard to achieve the highest levels of quality in our solutions to help your customers meet their challenging business needs. We're committed to delivering technology management solutions that offer security, reliability, availability, and performance. Visit our website, thebusinessnetworkgroup.com, for more information.
And now, the winner of this year's prestigious Honda President's Award for Excellence in Dealership Operations, Customer Satisfaction, Sales, and Training. Curtis Ryan from Curtis Ryan Honda in Shelton. Celebrating 40 years in Shelton with a great reputation, great deals, and an extraordinary sales experience, this is Curtis Ryan's 10th President's Award.
If you're looking for a professional painter, then look no further than ND's own Donald Martone, class of '87, and his company Decorative and Traditional Painting by DKM, a full-service painting company. They specialize in custom interior and exterior painting at residential and commercial settings. DKM is fully insured, licensed, and will beat any estimate. They have worked at such places at Notre Dame, Yale, and homes and businesses across New Haven County. They specialize in off-peak and night hours. For more information, visit them online at paintingbydkm.com.
Considering an orthodontic treatment for you or your children, Dr. Philip Caparuso, a Notre Dame parent of 4, is conveniently located at the end of the Milford Green. Dr. Caparuso is a board-certified orthodontist and a preferred Invisalign provider.
All right, new pitcher is on. That is Gavin Laughlin. And he's going to face Colin Richards. Richards with an RBI base hit back in the 7th inning when Stratford needed 4 to tie. Here in the bottom of the 8th, they need 5 to tie when they begin the inning. They've scored 4. There's just one out. The infielders come in around the horn. And he got the potential game-tying run at the bag at third, potential game-winning run at the bag at first. And the first pitch in for the strike, taking second is Van Cho. He's now in the scoring position. Colin Richards with a base hit through that drawn-in infield. Could potentially pick up the win. I don't know if I'd have my infield in. Might be better off getting yourself in position for a double play than the drawn-in infield, where a little blooper could bring home two and the game is over. All right, they're going to play with the infield in. Colin Richards, the 0-1. That's a strike call. Beautiful pitch by Laughlin, the lefty with a sweeping curveball. Macaluso in center field now. Holmes has gone back to the bag at third. Spielman to the bag at second. Here comes the 0-2, and there's a ground ball hit down to the second baseman. Knocked down, holds the runner, throws to the bag at first. Now the runner has to come home. They throw home, and safe. They say safe at home. Oh, wow. That will tie the score. They got hung up with the runner going from second to third, and that will tie the score. Plate umpire called him safe on the slide, and I tell you what, the slide by Seaberg was terrific, and we are tied. So Richards retired 4-3, and let's take a look at that again. Nice play by the second baseman. Then they send the runner because he got hung up. He was kind of forced to, and a fan's head got in our way. Do you believe that? We had a beautiful view, and a fan's head got in our way. Kick that fan out of here. Oh, my. That's too bad. That's too bad. Whose head was that? Find that young man, a person. All right, here's Duffy to the plate. Oh, the close play. Oh, well. Can't win them all. 10-10 you score. Big swing and a miss. Might have been foul tipped, and lucky it was. Duffy at the plate. Potential game-winning run at the bag at third now. This is incredible stuff. Bancho takes a lead away. Count 0-2. And the pitch popped up. First base side and out of play. And the count remains 0-2 to Duffy. Duffy was a starting pitcher today. This game may move on to the ninth, tied at 10. Who knows? What a wild one. Ball hit. Foul down the left field line. Base hit will win it. Base hit will win it. Wild pitch could win it. Here comes the 0-2, and that's a ground ball hit to the third baseman. Holmes will field it, makes a throw across the diamond, and got it there in time. 9 to the plate, and 5 will score. And we're back with a ninth inning right after this.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
SportingNewsCT.com is now streaming your team's big game. SportingNewsCT.com is Connecticut's broadcast home for high school sports, college sports, and American Legion baseball. Whether it's football, soccer, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball, or lacrosse, we stream it live. Can't watch the game live? Then check out our on-demand rebroadcast. Want a keepsake? Download an audio broadcast or order a DVD. There's more. SportingNewsCT.com features interviews with coaches, players, and administrators. The game's on. SportingNewsCT.com.
It's nice to know that we are more than just a name. We're the only orthopedic group in the state that has a walk-in clinic open 7 days a week. We also own 2 MRI centers, in-house physical therapy, and a state-of-the-art surgical center. These services combined give you a coordinated, personalized treatment plan from the minute you walk through our doors. We are Connecticut orthopedic specialists, and we know the experience matters.
Trimino, the healthy alternative drink, a functional beverage that is light, refreshing, and comes in 4 delicious flavors. It has 7 grams of whey protein and 100% vitamin B complex in every attractive bottle. It's a great drink between meals, as a healthy snack, and perfect for pre, post, and even during workout. It's healthy, it's delicious, it'll curb your appetite and boost your energy level. It's Trimino Protein Water. Visit them online at drinktrimino.com. All right, welcome right back as we continue on to the 9th inning and a wild one. I'm not going to recap this thing inning by inning the way it's going. We've had a total of 14 runs over the last 2 innings between the 2 teams. Nick Crucy now pitching for Stratford. Number 47, the 4th pitcher being utilized. Laughlin to lead it off here. And he's now trying to help his own cause. 19 hits between the 2 teams, 20 runs, 5 errors. This one was moving along at a nice clip. Looked like Ellington was going to win. But 4 in the bottom of the 7th has created all kinds of havoc here. Teams trade. I'm still chuckling over somebody standing up. I mean, all the innings and all the hours we've been here, and on the closest play at the plate, somebody stands up in front of our camera. The perfectly blocked the view. You couldn't ask for more. Absolutely crazy. Oh, well. Laughlin today has struck out twice. He's walked twice. He's walked again for the 3rd time. And he becomes a leadoff base runner. Neither one of these teams want to get an out right now. They are really struggling.
Catcher number 19, Matt Main.
So Main to the plate. Matt Main in the ball game. Been on base 3 times. Hit by a pitch, 2 strikeouts. Grounded out, but collected an RBI. That was back in the 6th inning for Ellington in this wild and crazy affair between these 2 teams. Bunt attempt to the backstop. There's a play at the plate, and came off of, where'd you get that pitcher, Tom? That's a great pitcher.
That's from David Whittam with HAN.
Okay. Oh, that's from David, okay. So we did get that. He was safe. He went under the tag. That's a great call by the plate umpire. Can we put that up in front of our one of our cameras and take a picture of that and show our fans out there? First one right here. Get ready to just pull that up. We got a photo from one of the folks for the newspapers here. Going to put it up in front of the lens. And we'll go to that after this pitch here, obviously. Got a runner down to bag at second. And the pitch. And there's a ground ball through for a base hit. And you got runners on the corners. So Maine with a base hit. And now let's go to that. See if you can focus a little bit on that. And you can see the slide under the tag. So there you go. Great work.
14, Chris Rona.
Perfect. Thank you, Bill. That is quite a shot. That's a great photo. That is a great photo. We probably could have focused in on it a little bit better, but that's okay. There's a ground ball knocked foul. Rona at the plate.
2 on, nobody out for Ellington here in the top of the 9th. Thank you, Bill. That's great. Infielders in. The runner will take second base. Ball was fouled off. He'll go back to the bag at first. Count is 0-2 to Rona. A lot of folks wanted an out call there. Game would have ended on that play. Instead, we're extending things here. Got one more game to go. Runner's going to go again. Pitch missed outside. Now you got runners at second and third for Ellington. You may need a dozen runs in a half inning if you're going to win this game the way it's going. Little dribbler off the bat. They're going to bring home a run, throw to the bag at first, and they get the out. So Rona able to make some contact and dribble it along. And it's now 11-10, Ellington back on top of Stratford as this is turning into a basketball game. Infield will remain in around the horn.
Number 3, Justin Schneider.
Brings up Schneider. Number 9 guy in the lineup has an RBI base hit today. This game nearing 3 hours old. Count goes 1 ball and no strikes. Stratford, the Zone 2 champs, are going to have to try to battle back here. Once again. There's a base hit to the left side of the infield. Laughlin will score, and that's an RBI hit for Schneider. He's got 2 RBIs in the ball game. And it's now 12-10. But the question is that enough? Macaluso stepping up to the plate, the leadoff hitter.
12, Logan Macaluso.
Macaluso, a right-handed hitter. He's played so many positions, I forget where he is right now. I think he's in center field. Began the day as a catcher, also worked some out on the mound. They called a balk, and that's going to put Schneider. Well, we've had just about everything. We have not had catches or runners interference yet. So the balk will move him in the scoring position. Victor Rossi out of the mound. A reliever. 4th pitcher being utilized by Stratford today. Well, if you like a lot of runs in baseball, you're getting them. We're into the 9th inning. That pitch down low. Count of 2 balls, no strikes. You got 1 out, a runner in scoring position. 2 home here in the top of the 9th, and extra innings for Ellington. And that's ball 4. Both these teams are beginning to run out of pitching. So it looks like we may see a change here on the mound. Indeed, we will. Rossi's going to go to the bag at third. Looks like Kovacs has come on the pitch, and with the pitching change, we'll take another change. We'll be right back.
never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before, and when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
Not only have I learned a lot of speaking skills,
Meeting these 50 other incredibly talented people,
But most of all, I think you learn a lot about yourself.
you're able to grow in so many ways.
Learning about public speaking.
you also gain a tremendous amount of friendships.
It's a nice bonus.
That's definitely a plus, I'm not gonna lie.
Is definitely something that is on my mind.
It's such a great document.
It guarantees me so many liberties and freedoms.
It's looking out for me.
The significance that I place on voting.
The 8th Amendment, which deals with cruel and unusual punishment.
My comparison of the Constitution to a lens.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veterans service organization in the nation. We're committed to making sure all veterans receive the benefits they deserve for the sacrifices they've made in service to America.
All right, welcome back. Count goes 0-1. This is Chasen at the plate for Ellington. Count goes 0-2. Kovacs is on the pitch. Tarasi went to the bag at third. He didn't want a balk call, so he threw it. That's what Kovac did. And they're going to rule out a balk now. So he didn't have to throw it. Macaluso ends up at the bag at third in a game that is just getting a little weird here. We got 2 on. Schneider the third. Macaluso goes to the bag at second. 12-10 your score here in the 9th inning in one of the craziest games I've witnessed in a long time for you folks who are watching today. And I don't think this one is close to being over. I mean, Stratford has scored a total of 9 runs when they needed 9 runs to tie it twice as a strikeout of Chasen. Still have the 15 and under championship game coming your way. Was scheduled to start at 4 o'clock. It's certainly not going to start at 4. It's 3:58 now.
First baseman number 25, Sam Corriveau.
Corriveau to the plate. RBI base hit his last time up. So you get 2 out. The winner today is going to win by default, I guess, the way you'd look at it. That ball screamed in the left field for a base hit. A run will score. They're going to send another. Here comes the throw on home. They got him. Nice throw by Fedak to the plate. Duffy with the tag. But a run will score. Schneider scores. Thrown out is Macaluso. 7-2 on a nice play there. But Simi Corriveau perhaps with an icing hit. A single and an RBI to make it 13-10. Let's take another look at that one more time if we can. And it might be the one to get it done. See, the first runner is going to come on home. Good, strong throw. And the tag is made for the out. All right, we'll be back with the bottom of the 9th. Who knows what's going to happen to the bottom of the 9th? Coming your way in a minute.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before, and when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
Not only have I learned a lot of speaking skills,
Meeting these 50 other incredibly talented people,
But most of all, I think you learn a lot about yourself.
you're able to grow in so many ways.
Learning about public speaking.
you also gain a tremendous amount of friendship.
For the last 10 years, Federico and SETI has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of 72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of 82, and Lynn SETI, Sacred Heart Academy class of 82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico and SETI is the perfect company for your personal, corporate, estate, and gift tax returns. A proud sponsor of GoGreenKnights.com, call Federico and SETI at 203-248-9966 for all your accounting
All right, welcome
needs.
back. Ryan Nelson, the bat for Trucy. Trucy came on the pitch. I've lost total control on how they're scoring all this right now. They do have some different rules in the 17 and under, and they're using every one of them here. 23 runs, 22 hits, 5 errors between the two teams. Twice, Ellington looked like they had victory in their hand, but they coughed up 4 runs in the 7th and 5 in the extra inning 8th as Stratford battled back twice. Now they're down by 3 into the bottom of the 9th. Nelson has a base hit and a run scored. He's also been hit by a pitch. Laughlin, the lefty, the pitch to the plate, and that's a strike. And the count goes 1-2. What a crazy game. Laughlin could pick up a win if he can keep Stratford off the board here. That pitch, strike 3 call over the inside corner. Nelson back to the dugout. So the pattern has stopped at least. Stratford in their 2 comeback innings got the leadoff runner on base. Here they don't. You got one out. Kolichar to the plate. He has singled in his last 2 plate appearances. He's 2 for 4 and has a run scored. And the pitch, swing and a miss. And the count goes 0-1 to Kolichar. Kovacs in the on-deck circle. Here comes the 0-1, and that's a strike call inside corner. Laughlin finding that strike zone. A little bit of redemption. He dropped a fly ball in center field, and this game probably would have been over 25 minutes ago. So now he's trying to get it done on the hill. He comes with a pitch, and it's popped up in the infield. Shortstop is on. Jason will catch it. Oh, he looked in the glove like, I got that. Holy cow, I got that. And there's 2 out.
Number 31, Dylan Kovac.
With 2 outs in the 7th. Stratford rallied and scored 4, but at least began with a man on base. Now Kovacs at the plate. Reached on the fielder's choice. He's walked. He's singled. He's hit a fly ball out. Ellington, an out away again from the state championship. They were out away in the 7th. Really never got it to an got to an out away in the 8th inning, and that close play at the plate that we had that beautiful photo of. That pitch up high, which was the correct call by the plate umpire. Outfield straight away. Nobody on the bases for Stratford, and a wild one here today. Pitch a little high. 13-10 is your score. Let's give both teams credit. Neither team wants to give up in this one. Those numbers are huge up on the board through the 6th inning on, though. 2 in the 1st inning for Ellington. They actually opened up a 5-1 lead into the bottom of the 7th. We're tied up at 5. Then they scored 5, and they gave up 5. They finally scored 3. There's a walk. So Kovacs with 2 outs becomes a base runner. It brings up Zach Fedak. Fedak, who has thrown a runner out at the plate, has an RBI base hit here today. Pitch in there for the strike. Count 0-1. Laughlin from the stretch, the pitch. Ground ball, hit foul, first base side. Count goes 0-2. Once again, Ellington, 1 strike away from the state championship. Situation not as stressful right now, however. Laughlin looking smooth. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Foul back. Fedak stays alive. Stratford team hanging in there. They don't know much about defeat. I think they've only lost twice all year long. Oh-2. Ball hit down the right field line, and it's going to go foul. Fedak got a good piece of that. Probably take about a half an hour, I would imagine, between games. That's after the ceremony ends. For him to prep the field and get ready for our 15 and under championship ball. Get away from the catcher, Maine, and down to the bag at second goes Kovacs. He doesn't mean much right now. Stratford with the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. They need 3 runs to extend this game to the 10th inning. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch popped up behind home plate. Count remains 1-2. Top of the order, and Duffy in the on-deck circle. Pitch missed inside. The count goes level at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 out. Here comes the pitch to the plate, and that's down low, and the count goes full 3-2. If Duffy gets to the plate, he represents the game-tying run. But he'd be a long way, wouldn't he, from crossing the plate. A lot of little things to do to accomplish that. Here comes a 3-2 pitch way outside. 2 consecutive walks after 2 relatively easy outs for Gavin Laughlin. Now Laughlin is faced with 2 on and 2 out. Top of the order, and Kevin Duffy stepping up to the plate. Duffy's been hit by a pitch and scored. Was awarded with a sac fly and an RBI in the 8th when the center fielder, Laughlin, who's now pitching, dropped the fly ball. He'd eventually come around to score in that Wild and Willie bottom of the 8th inning, in which they scored 5 times. Now everybody's getting together for Ellington, trying to figure out a way to get this final out. They couldn't do it in the 7th. They couldn't do it in the 8th. Can they do it here in the 9th? Here we go. Duffy to step in. Seaberg, who's been red hot at the plate in the on-deck circle. So Duffy to step in, another left-handed hitter against a lefty on the mound. The pitch. Dropped in there for the strike call. That was a good at-bat by Fedak. He fouled off some pretty good pitches before earning the walk. Oh, ground ball. Pass a dive of the third baseman, Holmes, and in the left field, and the bases are now loaded. Our little chopper will load the bases. And Seaberg, who's hit the ball pretty well today, stepping on up. RBI single in the 7th, RBI single in the 8th.
Center fielder, number
Singled in the 4th. He's 3 for 4 and has a walk. He's a number 2 hitter in the lineup, and they're going to have a chat with him here. Stay composed. Don't try to overswing. Keep your eye on the ball. All those little words of wisdom that he's heard time and time again. Another one of those backyard situations where you dream about continuing things here. He represents a game-winning run, too. Bancho, a good hitter, is in the on-deck circle. And that pitch, a strike call floating over the outside corner. 2 walks and a bouncing ball through the infield. Has loaded the bases here for Stratford in the bottom of the 9th inning. And the pitch. Missed inside. Laughlin didn't get the strike call. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. From the stretch. The 1-1. Ball popped up. Should do it. Chasen will camp underneath it. He'll make the catch. He'll make the catch. They win it, Ellington, in wild fashion, 13-10, and they celebrate on the hill. Your champions, somehow, some way. The important thing is they never trailed, not once in the game. Let's give Stratford some credit. Down to their final swing of the bat in the 7th. Needed 5 in the 8th, and they accomplished both.
Do it. Jason will camp underneath it. He'll make the catch.
But they gave up 3 at the top of the 9th. Your champions.
13
Ellington, 13 runs on 11 hits and 3 errors.
Stratford,
2. I should say 10 runs on 12 hits and 3 errors. Wow. All right. We're going to show you some highlights and more as they get ready for the ceremony down below. Just running from the top. People can relive some of the crazy moments. You got a lot of them there, Corey. I know that. So we'll run that down as we get ready for the award ceremony down below. University, Brian Hollister, Westfield State, Mike Lesko at Norwich University. All coming out of the Ellington program. There's a ball that's going to flare over the head of the shortstop, Bancho, and Duffy's pitch runner goes first to second, and there'll be a throw down off the glove of the second baseman, Nelson, in the center field, and there's a little dribbler down to Maine. The second baseman took a nice Sunday hop on a beautiful day. And Spielman, the right-hander. Pitch low and inside. The runner goes. A throw down and sliding. Put a play on. They won't. Ground ball. Hit the Maine. Going to have to hustle after it. Picks it up in a short hop and onto the bat. Being put together here. And the 0-1 pitch. That's up high. As we mentioned, Stratford out of Zone 2, the 17 and under team, a fabulous regular year, 19-2, 10-1 on the road. They made their way here to this opportunity. Ball popped up, chasing back to the outfield. Got a slightly open stance from the left side. Duffy checks the runner at first, and the pitch, the plate, right back to him. Duffy feels it's going to go to second. Got the out there, and the ball dropped in a transfer. So they will rule him out at the bag at second. So Schneider reaches on the fielder's choice. There are 3 Duffys in the game, 3 different positions, obviously. Ball flared high in the air, could be trouble.
Taylor Perry, Ray McElhoney, Dan Cox, Preston Williams, Zach Vidak, Dylan Kovacs, Alex Kolatar, Ryan Duffy, Ryan Nelson, Brendan Duffy, Colin Richards,
I'm not using your shot. So.
Tyler Bencho, Braden Seberg, and Kevin Duffy. And to accept the runner-up trophy, head coach Zach Thomas. And for state champion Ellington, assistant coach Kurt Holmes, assistant coach Tom Macaluso, and players Nathan Pine, Aaron Pine, Caleb Spielman, Justin Schneider, Chris Rona, Matt Main, Gavin Laughlin, Colin Holmes, Jacob Schlenner, Sam Corriveau, Zach Chasen, and Logan Macaluso. And to accept the state championship trophy, head coach Jim Laughlin.
So we have 27 now?
Yeah,
Wow.
until it updates again.
And what was our concurrent one?
Peak was 50.
That's pretty good. What was the average view time?
15, almost 16
Ladies and
minutes.
gentlemen, we direct your attention to home plate
We had
and state baseball director David Greenleaf.
Thank you, Jim. I'd like to congratulate both teams on an interesting game that we had this afternoon. We wish you both good luck up in Bangor, Maine, where the regional tournament will start on Friday afternoon. We have with us today our department commander, Louis Robinson, American Legion, past department commander, Marianne Bergeron-Brzezinski. This time we would like to hand out the outstanding pitcher, outstanding batter, and the MVP awards. The outstanding pitcher for this year's junior tournament from Ellington, Caleb Spielman. The outstanding hitter for the 2017 tournament from Stratford, Tyler Vanchow. And the MVP from Ellington, Logan Macaluso. Thank you all very much. Again, good luck to both teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are invited to remain for the 15 and under state champion.